Wait, hold on.
Hello. That's the intro right there.
No, wait.
Way
No,
up.
wait. I want to do it.
I want to do it.
Hi, everyone.
Hey
Welcome.
guys, welcome back.
We're at full staff for once.
Hello.
Yeah, we're
Back and ready to go.
back here.
They ran out of sick time. They're back.
Vacation days are over.
You're dumb.
All right, yeah,
I'll do
so,
it.
go
We're
ahead.
gonna start by shitting on Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Spoiler
What is
alert.
it? Episode 5.
Episode
Yes.
So-
The best
spoiler
way to-
alert for
What
sure,
if I looked in
spoiler.
the camera right now and said I thoroughly enjoyed it? I'd be lying.
Then
The
we're
show
gonna-
stinks.
See,
Glenn, shut up. You don't even watch it.
I have
you didn't watch this episode, did you?
20 minutes of it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's
We-
the only good part.
We have an overly negative
Opinion.
opinion
Review
on,
coming in, yeah.
on Miss Marvel episode 5.
It
I
was
think
one-
Nolan has the most positive take on it over the rest of us.
And someone at this table has a really bad take on it.
yeah.
I think it was just the first half was way better than the back half.
Yeah.
For sure.
pretty-
I was
I-
really
I agree with
hoping
that.
the whole episode she wasn't in it.
It's
Like,
pretty
give
bad
me a
that the
good
worst part,
backstory-
the worst part of
backstory.
the show, is when the main,
main
character
character
shows
comes
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, it was like all the backstory stuff. At first, I was like, "Oh my god, do we have time for this?" And
Yeah.
episode 5 of 6 episodes. It's only 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
my back.
old man Jeremy.
much.
I was thinking like, yeah, like do we really have time to go into this? But then I like it started to get into it, and I really enjoyed it. And I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't know shit about the partition.
No.
That
I'll-
was,
I
I
don't
like
know
I
much
have no
about, like, the
idea
history now.
of that history stuff. So I thought
I
I thought that was nice to kind
Took a
of
class on it. Didn't pay
get a
much
little
attention.
insight into it.
The
Yeah.
writers or whoever would have did it, like did a bunch of research on the partition so they could nail it.
Speaking of
If
the,
I knew anything
hold
about
hold on. Speaking of the fucking partition, how fucking stupid is it that she's just doing magic in front of all these people?
it. Yes.
Um,
I am number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
doing magic in front of all these fucking people in the partition and nobody fucking sees it. I know it's not magic.
I think it's because like she's not actually there.
Well, that's just even stupider.
Yeah.
No, 'cause she was there.
She's like,
Super's not a word.
yeah.
Is it?
Yes,
More
it
stupid.
is.
Fun
More
fact,
stupid.
Apparently,
Stupider.
apparently,
Stupefy.
Girls go to Jupiter
Or is
to get
it
more
dumber?
stupider.
See,
Dumber
Nolan
than
is
But that
facts.
doesn't make it. That doesn't
did
make a
the
word.
Fun fact. Apparently, ain't is in the dictionary now.
It
Okay,
is.
let's get back on track here.
Yeah,
said
that
put
is
into the
that is
order.
the stupidest. I say this a lot about the show. That is the
Nope.
stupidest thing ever, writing wise. I'm just gonna do this, and no, none of these millions of people in the partition are gonna.
Yeah, so I
See
think
it.
like as soon as Miss Marvel shows up in the episode,
It turned
it's
to shit.
it's downhill
Yeah.
from there. I thought everything else before that was really good, even though initially I was like, no, this isn't gonna be good. But yeah, once she shows up, like it doesn't make sense, and they're not like I can get on board with it if they try to make it make sense, if they give some sort of explanation. But all they're doing is just saying things are happening.
Accept it.
Accept it.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a question about the show.
I don't have.
Do we have a bad guy, or is
No.
there just no
Not-
bad
not-
guy, or
no,
what is
hardly.
going on here?
Well,
Every episode, there's like a different
there's
guy
not
that's
anymore
sort of a
because
bad guy.
the one,
The genies,
yeah,
the gins.
the one, the leader, I guess,
Is now a good person.
is now dead.
And here's another
Well,
fucking
they
thing.
became
they
good
gave
like that.
all. I think they gave like all that like rift type power shit or whatever you want to call it.
To
That went into Comron.
yeah,
So I don't know. Which really didn't make any
Again,
sense either.
which
Like,
is
So
how
Genies, I guess.
In
Yeah,
the
how
last
did-
episode,
how
is he
did they
just
do it?
gonna be a bad
Spoken
guy?
into a
I don't know,
fucking
yeah.
void, and he gets
Yeah.
magical. He gets the
Yeah.
same powers as Kamal, I guess.
What's your origin? Because genie.
because mom said.
yeah.
Because genie.
Mom said you had
Well,
to share the powers.
Her great grandmother, I guess, said like when she was dying, she was like the power is fully inside of you, or like the power comes from inside you, or
Yeah.
something like that. So I think maybe that I don't know that she actually has the powers that we were hoping she has, but
Well, they
said
said
this
it's not
last-
just the it's not
yeah.
just the fucking bracelet shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, maybe it'll. I don't know.
I said this about if she gets the two bangles. Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Bangles.
they
Then,
might
then it
unlock
goes away from the Green Lantern shit to the.
her
But
fully, yeah.
Actual
but I
stretchy stuff.
think
Yeah.
I think in that I don't know if you guys talked about it, but the cruise ship video thing, like the Avengers cruise ship,
Yeah.
whatever that was out. I think she's got
Both bangles.
both, and she's still
Doing Green Lantern shit.
doing Green
Doing the
Lantern.
thing.
But they
Okay.
wouldn't spoil that
But she's also in her full suit.
Yeah, they
She's in her
spoiled the
full
full
costume.
suit
Yeah,
up. So
she
because
full
we
suit.
already seen the full suit though. It's the advertisement for the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So
I
they
guess so,
wouldn't
yeah.
spoil her
Yeah.
having stretchy powers.
It's also true, but I feel like I don't know, because it seems like it's supposed to be like a continuation.
Yeah.
Like it seems like they're trying to make it canon. Like it's probably not going to be canon
No.
because it's also
Weird.
Ultron's back.
Ultron's in it.
Yeah.
So, and I doubt they're going to have him die on a cruise ship off screen like for a second time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Twice.
but still,
I,
like just with them having the suit up, I feel like it's
the
like
whole fucking thing stinks.
Yeah, episode 5. Episode 5 of Miss Marvel was probably the worst thing I've ever seen Marvel do.
And here's another
Altogether.
thing. There's no way that show's a 98.
No.
No.
Well, every review is either a 5 or a 1.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know why?
I'm not gonna say why.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not getting canceled. But we all know why.
I think insinuating it is.
Yeah,
probably
that's
just
enough.
as
same thing.
bad.
I
As
think
long
it's
as
the same thing.
the words don't come out of my mouth.
cancel Jeremy.
Yeah. The words
Yeah.
aren't coming out of my mouth.
I don't think it's that. I think it has its things, and it's definitely more kid oriented. Like we're definitely not the demographic for this show.
No.
Imagine a kid trying to follow. Well, I guess they don't really have to follow anything.
Yeah.
They're just doing
Yeah.
shit.
Not really much.
So I
Things
mean-
are happening. They're like, here you go.
Yeah.
We are definitely not the target audience for the show, and that's something that you got to kind of lend to it a little bit.
Yeah.
At the same time, it is not good.
Yeah.
But the part about
Straight
that, the part about that gets me though is her and Peter Parker are the same age.
Yeah.
Well, we don't.
We're the target demographic for Peter Parker.
Yeah, but that doesn't
different
mean
vibes.
that doesn't
Yeah,
mean
like,
I
it's
mean
not-
Vibes, yeah.
Yeah.
we're not the demographic for Kissing Booth either, but that like
It's a good movie though.
I've never watched Kissing Booth personally.
Me
me
either.
neither.
Good watch. It's a
But
pretty
there's
decent
three of
movie.
them. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I watched all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I think I think I said this before, but I'm just going in realizing like it's not good.
Yeah.
It
Like,
took me till
it's
episode.
just- yeah.
I think it was. The
Took
fourth.
me
Like, I
till
gave up
before the
hope.
show came out.
It was
gave
like
up
no.
hope.
No, I gave it a shot.
I
Yeah.
had.
I had high hopes.
I did
Yeah.
not.
And I was thinking like, yeah, this is gonna be kiddie because they've said like it's gonna be a little more kiddie.
Yeah.
And like I tried to get on board with it, and I don't know if that's what it is. Maybe it's just we're not meant for it, but
Yeah.
it's
We're too mature.
So-
definitely not that.
Jewel said it actually. She said if it came out before Jewel.
Who?
Jewel?
She doesn't exist in this multiverse.
Stop. If it came out before Moon Knight,
Still be bad.
it would. I don't think it would get
Still
as
be
much
bad.
hate. But
I think it
I think
would
our
have.
high hopes are just.
I think it
crazy
would have
high now.
lessened it a bit.
It would have because
yeah.
then.
if it had
Fuck my back.
The
wouldn't
whole
be
episode's
bad.
just gonna be
was
Jeremy.
there hasn't been another show that's been a new character yet, has there?
No.
Okay.
Hawkeye, but like,
Well, yeah.
but you're still Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Kate.
Moon Knight is
He
all
is
Moon
still
Knight.
in it,
You know,
yeah.
like it's
It's-
not like piggybacking with someone else.
Yeah.
Also, it's called Hawkeye.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, having a new character
Uh,
that isn't like that doesn't do so well right off the bat, like Moon Knight, I think
Yeah.
would have been good if it had come out before.
beforehand, yeah.
Moon Knight was also one of the best shows they've done.
And-
so
yeah,
followed
for
by
sure,
the
yeah.
word show you've
Yeah.
done.
I think
Yeah,
it's
like,
easily
that's what I
the
mean,
best.
yeah.
According to ratings, Miss Marvel's the best.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
well,
ratings are stupid.
Yeah.
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 Funny thing about ratings.
Specifically, what like is it that really upset the boys about the episode? Like, all we said so far is that we just didn't like it.
I
It's
literally
just-
like
Do you want my long answer or my short answer?
Well, we'll get like.
I'm
you know,
going first.
Jeremy's
Do
up
not
first.
want a repeat of this.
I am speaking.
I literally could not follow like anything that was going on because it was just fucking messy. I didn't care about anything that was going on because it happened in like what was it?
1942.
Yeah, 1940s.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't say I don't care, but like it just
It's
seemed
not
useless.
really like, yeah.
It seemed useless. And then when Miss Marvel showed up because time travel, that was stupid.
I have something on that.
The this was the episode the mother
The time travel?
sent herself, right? Off herself.
The grandmother, great grandmother.
Great grandmother.
But the villain. Villain.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
that
yes.
one, yeah.
That was stupid.
Uh-huh.
that
Literally,
game.
she was going in. She was doing the thing. Was like, I'm going to take over this world. And then she said, "Think of your son." She said, "You're right." And then hero.
Yeah.
And that was fucking like.
It was very,
Mic up here.
Don't tell me what to do.
But if you hold it from here, we're gonna get feedback sounds. Like if you hold it from here,
Get me a mic. Get me a mic stand.
bottom
Oh my
yourself. You got the card.
The card is expired.
what else?
I just found it boring. Like, there's no
The whole thing was
bad guy. There's no.
The episode was just
She's
straight
not
up,
even
like
really like a
boring.
good guy because she's not doing anything to help
What
anybody.
what
she's
has
just
she done? She caught the person.
Yeah, she
Miss
and then
Marvel?
dropped the kid. Yeah,
She's
yeah,
learning.
she caught the kid and then
It's a
dropped
bad
it.
origin story.
Like the turnaround of the mother just being like
Okay,
she
yeah.
left her son the day before. Not like I don't even know if it was a full day.
Yeah.
But she left her son and was like, no, you don't get to come with us.
You
You
don't
stay
deserve to
behind.
come, yeah.
You don't deserve to come. And then she was like, Miss Marvel's like, what about your son?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, fuck, yeah.
Forgot
about
that
guy. Yeah.
Fuck.
I actually really
Damn it.
like him.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna die for him right
Yeah.
now because I should.
So the thing about the time travel I was gonna say, apparently, she does something with the bangles, and she sends a message to
Yeah.
Kamala in the present day, and
What you seek is seeking you.
yeah,
Yes.
and it sends her to that very moment in time. Apparently, it's fucking stupid. I'm not supporting it, but that's the explanation.
Exactly.
But it also
Also, another thing,
the
how the fuck
inscription
did
was
she
on
get
it.
back?
the inscription was on it. Too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
yeah,
like
it's on
it
the
wasn't
thing.
like it just showed up and was like, okay,
Like
that's
she,
weird. There's a new inscription on it that's just
Yeah.
happened now. It was like
she
since
said
she
that.
found it,
Yeah.
it was on it.
No, they brought that up in episode 4, saying I never knew there was any inscription
Yeah,
on these.
yeah. So it was there. It's not like it just showed
Yeah.
up and then, like all of a sudden,
I know.
she just went back in time, and then she comes back and suddenly the gate is open. Like that was a whole
I
thing
don't
too, or
get it,
like
yeah.
just the whatever to the Nor or the I forget
The new.
I
think
forget
it
what
was
their plane is
Yeah.
called. But yeah, like suddenly that just showed up, and then everyone was like, "Oh, this is really bad," and then they were
What
like,
is
"Let's
that
go
supposed
die."
to be?
Like there are other realms,
Where
or
they're
whatever,
from.
there are
Why
other
are
universe.
they dying when they go into it?
I don't know.
that also
That
didn't make
makes
sense.
Yeah.
Like,
No
like they're
explanation.
trying to get home. and
I
The
have-
only thing I could think is when she does the bangles for the first time, everyone's kind of like a black figure in that world. Like when she falls back into worlds,
Oh yeah.
they're like shadowed figures. So that's the only thing I could think, maybe.
I honestly don't even remember what you're talking about. The episode.
I
Because they
know what you're talking
They
about.
did say if
Remember.
they got home, they would be like the most powerful beings and come destroy Earth and shit like
Yeah.
that. And then they just.
Did they?
So does
Yeah. What's his face?
does
said
their
it.
Well, they
dimension?
said, I think. Sorry, Glenn. I think that like the Red Dagger guy says that if they open the portal, it'll like consume all of Earth or whatever,
Yeah.
and then like that'll happen.
Okay.
So I think, but like
I don't know.
I don't think that was their plan, but that was like the risk of it.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Oh, it's about their world. Like in episode 4, when they're showing like how everything's like laid out.
Mhm.
Does their world work the same way as like Shang-Chi's other world of the Ten Rings?
I don't know.
Like,
Like,
don't
are they
noticed
all
so.
on the same, like different planes on the same spot? Because that's sort of how they explained it.
I think
Like they're all the same Earth with different planes of
Yeah,
it.
I get what you're saying.
So why
Yeah.
would them going there destroy the world if you can go into Shang-Chi's world and
they were saying that it was like the risk of opening the gate
Yeah.
to the other thing is like all of the energy or whatever will like come through and then
cause
just like
cause a
turn,
massive
Yeah.
explosion or
turn
something.
like
An
essentially how everybody
Yeah.
how everybody
Yeah.
turned into like rocks and shit in this and died.
oh,
Like that might happen to
Yeah.
like everything. But yeah.
because that's part like I was putting it more like the same as his world.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out like okay how though
Yeah.
like this doesn't make sense.
No, none of it
Yeah.
makes sense. That's
No,
the problem.
It really
man.
doesn't.
I have another thing. We're 5 episodes and Kamala has 4 love interests. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Three. Who's
Homegirl's cleaning house.
Bruno, Kamran, and the Red Dagger guy.
that's a 3.
Red Dagger's the one that she ultimately.
She,
I think,
that's the
needs.
dude.
Unless
Pretty
like
And the falafel guy.
Yeah. So like, they're just introducing a new
Yeah.
love interest every week.
Yeah, I know.
she a hoe.
Can
Now you're
episode-
definitely canceled.
Can episode 6 do anything to get you guys on board with
No.
the show?
At
Uh,
If they can somehow make it all make
They
sense,
have
I
to,
can get
like,
into
yeah.
it. But like as of right now, it's a whole bunch of questions, and I really feel like they don't plan on
They're-
answering.
I don't
I
even
don't-
know
I don't
like
think
what
it's gonna
questions
get
I
all
have
answered, yeah.
because shit just happens and I'm
I-
just like, oh,
I would like
I
to
know.
want to know where the bad guy's at.
Yeah.
Which one.
Exactly.
Well, the bad guy's either going to be
Exactly.
the bad
Who fuck
guy's
is the bad guy?
Damn.
God is either going to be damage control
Yeah.
or Kamran is like not going to be able to
Control the
control his powers,
yeah.
and he's going to like that's going to be a thing.
He must become somebody.
I don't know. I think we get Monica Rambeau in the last episode to set up the Marvels
Maybe at like
I
an
can
end
see it.
credits.
I can see it. Yeah.
because I
That
think
could've-
that's this whole show is trying to build up to the Marvels and
Yeah,
they're
I
just not
think so
doing a good
too.
job of it.
It might be, yeah.
Well, they talk about
Oh, hold on, I gotta get this out. Everybody has a problem with the Disney Plus shows because they do the same thing. It's like 6 episodes building up to the next big thing.
Yeah.
So you sit there, watch the 6 episodes just for the final post credits to be like, oh, this is where they get the
With
suit.
the
Or this is
lead,
where they
yeah.
go next. And if that's what they do with Miss Marvel, then they fucking like.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
Like
Moon
they
Knight did
wasted
do
a
that, though,
whole
which is
show.
good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
No,
Moon
Moon
Knight
Knight
did.
was just
Hawkeye.
fantastic.
Hawkeye kind of did with like Kingpin and Echo, but
But Hawkeye was a good show.
It
Yeah,
was.
'cause
And
she
I don't
was
like
learning,
Hawkeye.
though.
But also
Yeah.
like, you like Hawkeye had a story to tell.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had his whole
he
Um,
had his own little.
It was
side
finally
quest.
Clint's
Loki
story.
was
Its own thing.
Really,
Loki was kind of.
it was a build up to the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build up to Kang.
But that really like opened up everything too.
Loki was a lot
It
of
did,
fan
but
service.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Loki
Yeah.
opened up all that. Like Loki, I shouldn't say the series itself was made for the multiverse, but the whole season was building up to Kang.
Yeah.
And the multiverse.
Introducing like the TVA and shit. Yeah. How there's a lot more going on.
And then one of the shows, WandaVision,
WandaVision.
Basically.
Wanda, yeah.
really the same thing. 6 episodes to get a White Vision and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
That was good. We got the Scarlet Witch out of that though.
Not saying they're bad, but it's like the same.
But that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was-
what it was.
But
that's
every
like the
one of
Disney
those-
Plus formula.
Every one of those shows gave us good episodes.
Yeah, and Miss Marvel.
Like
fucking
enjoyable.
did.
Yeah,
Content.
Miss Marvel's gave us, in my opinion, one good episode.
And it wasn't even good.
I think
It just wasn't terrible.
Which
I would
one?
just say that
3 or
Miss Marvel
3?
gave us good moments.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I, like
yeah.
What I
My
was
favorite part of the show so far has been
Is
when
the
Be My
Be
Baby.
My Baby?
Like
Yeah,
literally,
big
that is
time.
my favorite part of the show.
I really like the Be My Baby. I like the flashback thing in this, or in episode 5, and I really like the wedding. Those were all really
Yeah,
good.
the wedding was good.
Her
No,
dad
my
is the
favorite
best character of the
I was
show.
just gonna say my
Yeah.
favorite characters are dad.
Yeah.
Easy.
my favorite's Bruno. Bruno's
like
a,
Bruno.
Bruno's a
I
dog.
don't know. Probably your mother.
I think it's the dad, yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
The dad gives off.
The brother's cool too though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, even though he's a narc.
Yeah. yeah.
I like. I don't like. I should say I hate at how at the end they were like, okay, here's the hook for next week.
Yeah,
Like
just a
big explosion at Circle Q.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Tune in
Yes.
next week to see what happens.
I like that
It's like
the
an
drone
episode
just
of Dragon
fucking
Ball
blew
Z.
up a building too.
Yeah.
was
Oh,
that the
yeah.
drone or was that Kamran?
I think it was the drones.
We do the
I don't
drone.
think
it- I-
it
I
I
doesn't.
thought it was. I
'Cause the
thought it was
drone was
Kamran.
there.
Here's
and
my-
I thought he saw the drone and he like got scared, tried to blow
He
it up.
punched
kinda
Oh,
it.
thing.
maybe
You can
then.
see him do like her like punch thing.
See,
Like, but it's like blue and not purple.
I watched this at like
Or
6:30 in the
green.
morning,
Yeah, I watched it early.
and I
too.
had
Yeah.
no interest in it.
Oh,
I was,
so
like, not
I'm gonna-
paying
Just
full
getting it out of the
attention.
way. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everyone we're doing a Disney watch party for the last episode.
Yeah, episode 6.
Episode
Yeah.
6. It's gonna be exciting.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
We'll
fun
get-
to sit there going.
We'll get the live reaction.
Anger.
At 4 in the morning, just pissed
Yeah.
off. Just all of us pissed.
What do you need to stream on YouTube?
I think you just need to stream on YouTube.
Maybe we stream it.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be together.
Why not?
Anyway,
What's a watch party?
Yeah.
then?
What do you mean a watch?
have
we're
to
a
be
Disney
a-
watch party.
A Disney watch party.
like
Oh,
on
I've
Disney
never done
Plus.
that.
Oh.
So it's
Oh,
literally
I know
just
what
like
you
can
mean
all
now.
be
everybody
synced up
watches it at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
in the comfort of
I
our
think you
home
can.
house.
I think
Yeah.
you can set up a chat too, though.
You
can.
can.
Yeah,
I
like,
think
that's
so,
pretty
yeah.
fucking weird.
I think if we're doing a watch party, we do it together.
That's,
I
what,
think,
that's what
yeah.
I thought we were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do it that way. I
Come
don't
on
care.
over and we watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of it.
Yep.
I want to talk about Thor.
What do we got?
I also, right quick, I didn't like the mother's kind of switch of personality, as well
After
as
the
like,
talk,
yeah, like it was like
That was a
I
good
think
family
I
healing
think I
moment.
get
it
though,
was
yeah.
good, and
They
I
didn't
liked
do
the
it good,
photo thing that was really
Yeah.
nice, but just the fact that the mother was like so strict
Before-
and
yeah.
everything, and then was just suddenly like, "Oh, you're a superhero." That's
Before we
pretty cool.
switch, I got 2 things to say. One, I think Monica is coming because what is she goes by Photon or
we did this
she-
last.
yeah.
She has
Photon.
4 different names.
What do you guys call
Photon.
her? What do you guys call her? Proton,
Proton.
and it is photon.
I said
Yeah.
Photon.
I
Someone
called her
said,
Pro.
someone said proton.
I think-
Yeah, I did, and I pronounced it wrong.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was.
But
But she has like 4 or 5.
when
different
she gets the gloves from Bruno, the glow gloves.
Yeah.
They're called Photon gloves, and that's like
What
Oh,
glow
okay.
gloves?
Okay.
when she gets the
When she
glowy
gets
gloves.
thingy
In, like, the
from
first
In the
Bruno.
episode.
in the very first
Yeah.
episode.
Oh yeah.
So she can
Second
be a
thing I want to
superhero.
ask is before we move on, any hope at all you have to see in episode 6? Just one thing.
Monica Rambeau. No,
Yeah.
if I could only have one thing, it would be Carol.
Yeah. Okay.
If I could only have one thing, it would be her using her powers without it
Green
being
Lantern.
without it being glowy
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
What's yours?
I would like stretchy powers. That's not gonna happen, but I'd like
I
them.
just want everything to make sense.
You're not
That's a
getting
big
that.
ask.
You're not
Yeah.
getting
That's
that
the
in
biggest ask out of all.
Yeah.
of them.
If I could ask for one thing, it would be to find out who the villain is.
Yeah, like make it
They,
all
I don't
make
think.
sense.
I honestly don't think they even have a fucking villain.
Well,
I really
It's a
don't.
kid show. The villain changes every week.
I hope she gets captured and Daredevil comes in as her lawyer.
What the fuck?
I have some upsetting news
Uh-oh.
I've kept from you guys that I have to tell you.
Oh no.
Dramatic reveal.
I did some research, and I'll tell you.
Oh.
And I found out. I gotta look in the camera for this. Mole Man was not the first villain.
Oh, no. Glad you.
Who is it?
Who's
It's the Red Skull.
Is it
Ah,
actually?
It
Next, he
I-
fights Hitler.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
some
yeah.
research. I feel bad that I have to do this, but Mole Man is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th villain
Glad.
in Marvel, coming out
Like
in
It was me
19
that said it.
1961.
Wow.
What
But
you
more
read
ago,
was
though.
a Screen Rant article, and Screen Rant is awful.
See, but they were the first villain of a team. Mole
It-
Man.
Red Skull in 1941, Gorilla Man in 1954, Morgan Le Fay 1955, The Yellow Claw 1956, Molten Man Thing 1959,
Molten Man.
Grotu 1960, Gorgilla 1960, Zemnu 1960, Electro 1961, Googum, Son of Goom 1961.
Wait, he came before his dad?
Wait, I think I might have skipped Goom in here. Goom was definitely before Googum. Sprag, Fin Fang Foom, and then Mole Man.
Were they all under the Marvel banner? when
They were all under
killed?
Marvel
Okay.
banner.
I was
But
wrong.
I think even
I won't lie, I know like 3 of those people.
I didn't know any of them
Yeah.
either.
I love Goom.
You mean
Goom.
you don't know the Molten Man?
Yeah.
Molten Man Thing.
The Molten
Yeah.
Man thing, yeah. Like,
But yeah, I was I forget where I saw it. Oh, and the first ever hero was Namor in 1939.
Fuck.
oh shit.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
In Motion Pictures Funnies Weekly #1.
Did you see what Namor looks like in Black Panther?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking
How
good.
about
Yeah.
that?
But yeah, I'm sorry I had to bring that to the table, but
Mole Man's still the best.
yeah, I know that hurt me. I saw I don't remember why, like I didn't look it up, but I just saw something that was like that made me think, okay, well what? And then yeah.
He was still the Fantastic Four first villain, and that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
I know, and I thought that made sense because I
Yeah.
thought that was like one of the first
The
things
Fantastic
They're
that
the
Four were like
first
the
family
first.
of Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick before we move on to Thor,
Yeah.
you brought up Daredevil.
I
You brought up
Yeah.
Daredevil. Did you guys see the suits for Echo?
It didn't show
I
the
heard the
actual suit.
rumors.
The
of
black
So-
suit?
That was
The
that's
black
not,
and red
The black and red.
It's a
Somebody just
rumor.
made that.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's a rumored suit.
Yeah.
That would be a deadly look.
That
That
would
is
be
a
sick.
So
sick
he's
suit,
he's rumored to be in the first 3 episodes, right?
It doesn't say. It just says.
yeah. I thought it was only in.
It
I
says-
heard
he's
like
he says he's in
episode
3
Okay,
episodes.
I seen something that said first 3, and I was thinking like, if you're gonna do them, put him in
Do
the
'em in the
last
last
3,
three,
not
yeah.
the
These are
first 3.
possible spoilers, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole look, and
We did
Yeah.
say spoilers at the beginning, so.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. Not about this, because we
not
just
about
kind of
that.
fucking
not
roped
about
into
this
this.
stuff.
Uh,
This is just
You
assumptions.
should know by now, yeah, that we're
the
just.
the other thing that
We're
they
very
said though
spoilery.
was
Yeah.
something like Kingpin's running for mayor in this series.
In this series.
Series.
This is also just like this
Yeah,
is rumored
internet
stuff,
stuff.
too.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
not nothing's set in stone.
That'd be
yeah.
kind of cool. Have Kingpin as the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be the
That'd
Kingpin.
Yeah, that'd be different. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
seen that one.
Yeah.
Usually it's Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
My back.
Yeah. Okay, so spoiler-free Thor.
Spoiler-free
Yeah.
Thor.
So yeah, we'll start off with a little spoiler-free Thor. So
you got about 6 minutes.
we gotta
Yeah.
we'll keep it vague,
We got 5 minutes.
but we'll get into a little bit of it.
All right.
I thought it was good.
I
thought it
really
was
enjoyed
great.
it. I would have left the theater, bought another ticket, and went and seen it again right afterwards.
I do-
I really liked it.
I do have to go see it again to see if my opinion stays the same. But I thought it was great.
Say it. Say it.
So you haven't seen it. Jeremy
So-
hasn't seen it, but we're gonna spoil it on anyway. 'cause
I already
he
know
doesn't-
the
he doesn't
movie.
know.
Yeah.
So I'll
Like
say
he-
what I said to them. I think it is better than Thor Ragnarok.
I don't know yet. I think I have to
I think-
rewatch
I think I
Ragnarok
agree.
and
I
rewatch it again.
am positive that it is not better than Thor Ragnarok.
I have an. Fuck my back.
I am
I'll
100%
get-
positive
when
in
we break, I'll
my
get you
my
some pills.
opinion.
I,
I don't need to watch it again. I sat and let it think, and I say 100% in my mind it is not better than Thor Ragnarok.
My issue with Ragnarok and probably Love and Thunder is how much comedy it is.
Thor, but
lot of
hold
comedy.
on, there is a lot of comedy in it.
Yeah.
But Thor is now a comedy character.
That's what I don't know.
He's
I think I like.
transitioned into a comedy character.
Yeah, and I don't know.
But you,
Well, because the
I
first
enjoy
two were,
watching
the
it, but
first
I
two
don't
were
know.
serious roles, and they
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
they
flopped.
flopped.
And then Ragnarok happened, and then this
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
The thing
They're
is,
fantastic.
the movies have Korg, who is the comedy relief.
Yeah.
You don't need Thor to also be the comedic relief.
Yeah, true.
But
when you
it's
have
it's,
Korg.
it's a Marvel movie. Everyone has to have
Yeah.
a.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, you can have comedy lines, but you don't have to be the funny guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a bit too goofy and too funny at times for what I really wanted out of it.
Especially with Gore as the villain.
Yeah,
I
with
thought-
Thor as like
I will say this.
Christian Bale is
Fantastic.
so good in this.
Uh-huh.
He is definitely the most sinister villain that they've made.
Oh, yeah.
By far, he has one scene where he is like
Spooky.
like
Is it
really
these-
maniacal,
that
It's
must be
the
the
scene, yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's really good, and it's almost a point against the movie that we didn't get more of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause he
it's-
was
that's
so,
what
he was
people are
so
saying.
good,
would've
and he's-
liked
but he's
more,
not
yeah.
in it enough.
See, the
Um,
thing with that, though, if they used more of them, they might have took away from it.
I don't know, but like
From what
What do you mean?
I
took
have
away from,
heard-
like the whole movie?
Took away from him. Like, the scenes
How
they
good
used
he
Christian
is.
Bale were
Overused.
so
Yeah.
damn good,
You're right.
where if they used more of them, they might not have had the same impact.
Okay,
what about
yeah,
That's
Thanos
fair.
then?
That's fair.
Thanos is fuck my back. And what about Loki? Loki's overused big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I stand on that.
one
And that's why
One thing I'll
Loki's
say
now a
about
good
the
guy.
whole Gore thing, I found that they didn't use comedy when he was on the screen. Only that one line, and that was it.
They had a bit of comedy. They had
one
I'll,
thing-
when
one
we get
thing
into
I-
spoilers,
that,
when we get
yeah.
into spoilers, I'll talk about where they were using comedy when they
Yeah.
definitely shouldn't
I
have.
saw a thing already with Gore and a funny bit. And
That was
Um,
one of the things that really bothered me is that he's so good and he's so scary and threatening, but most of the times when he's like up against Thor's cracking jokes at him, and he's like
Just
and
not
he-
taking him
Yeah, and
serious,
he's
yeah.
making it really light, and it feels to us like okay, he's not really
That's
not
right.
really
See,
a
the way
problem
I
here.
took from it is like maybe Thor's actually kind of scared and he's not admitting it.
It's
And
a
he's just
defense
trying,
mechanism.
trying
Yeah.
to crack some jokes because
ism.
to make it not as scary because he's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman did a great job.
Natalie Portman did really good.
Uh-huh.
I really liked the like all the story that they did with her, everything
Kind of.
along that line.
Well,
Nothing.
that's not really spoiler free.
When- no, no, I already know.
Yeah.
We'll
When
get
we
into
talk about the spoiler thing,
Yeah.
I have something to say.
Um, the whole cast did a good job. I
Yeah.
think. Like,
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
Everybody was really like shining in this. I didn't find anybody was like kind of over or like overshadowing anyone. Like everybody, everybody had their
Nolan's over there. Not enough meek.
We did get some meek, so
we
it's
only
okay.
got we
It's
didn't get
alright.
enough of me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Soundtrack was
I was
way
gonna say,
better than
yeah.
I was
The sound-
expecting.
I was
It's more
really,
than one song.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
fucking praying that
That-
they didn't do the same thing,
Yeah.
where they only used one song.
Besides the Guardians movies, that might be the
And when
best
I saw-
soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah, it
easily,
was
yeah.
really
Well,
good.
not a
It was
lot of
very
them, not a lot of Marvel movies have that much
Like,
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's
more
like maybe
scores.
like a couple songs, but that has like a full fucking.
Yeah, that
10
was
songs.
really good soundtrack for Love and Thunder. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that they because we all thought it was just gonna be Sweet Child of Mine the whole time.
I had like in my brain, I was like,
They only used that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they only had it the one time.
And it's not even like the full song, I don't think.
no. It's the intro. That's it.
Yeah.
weird.
I like Tessa Thompson. She
Yep.
did. Valkyrie did good. Yeah.
I have some things to say about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Alright.
when we get into spoilers, I have a
trying
list
Yeah.
of
to
things.
say things without.
For myself, for my ranking of it, I have
Shit. Hold
I've
on.
decided. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah.
No, hold on. Go ahead. We got
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, just do it quick.
7.1 for me for Love and Thunder. That's what I think.
7.1.
What would you say Ragnarok is?
Ragnarok's like a 9.2 or 9.3.
Oh, you think it's
Okay.
that? Well,
All right.
Oh,
we'll,
yeah.
we're gonna stop and we'll get back and see what everybody else thinks of it.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're back.
Hello.
So
yeah,
I
you were
said
talking
7.1 for Thor: Love and Thunder with Ragnarok at like a 9.2, 9.3.
Where would you put it in the phase? Are we in 4?
Phase
Yeah, we're
4, I
in
still
four.
think
We're in
it's. I think it is. Oh, see, that's tough now because now I initially when off the hop of it, I thought it was Shang-Chi and then this, I thought it was better in multiverse, but I don't know if I think it's better in
Over
multiverse.
Spider-Man?
now.
Oh my.
Oh no, it's Spider-Man. Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
Okay.
I hate when people slander Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No way.
Well,
no,
that
Way-
was-
no
that
way
was the
home.
first one,
No way
wasn't
home.
it?
Shang-Chi.
No, Shang-Chi, I guess.
I think Doctor Strange is better than this.
I'm going
I
home.
think it's
I
better than
don't.
Doctor Strange.
Do you?
I don't.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
I am going to keep that in the back of my head for
At least for now, that's my stance. I'll
Future
have to,
reference.
you know.
You are an old man and a fool.
And a
You gotta
fool.
shut up.
I give it an 8-3,
8-3 is good.
and I think it's behind Spider-Man, right there with Shang-Chi.
super gay.
Oh my.
It was super gay.
How gay is this movie?
Super gay.
It is quite
gay.
gay.
Did you-
I enjoy the gayness of it.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
I
it's
enjoy-
great. Yeah.
The gayness does not take away from the movie.
No.
See,
Why? What?
Because I've seen a lot of people flipping out online about it being super gay and then not being gay enough.
Oh, get over it.
So originally,
People are stupid.
All right, so Gary, let me hear your. This, what, 10 out of 10? Is that what you think this is?
no, originally
9.9.
This was cinema gold. Originally, I had it at a 9.2. That was, I'm gonna go down a little. I'm going to an 8.9,
That's
It's a 9.5.
I think that's still.
point.
and I think it's the second best in the Phase 4.
What's Ragnarok at for you? Isn't Ragnarok your favorite movie?
It's my favorite, but I like this more.
So your favorite movie is under a 9,
No,
but you just said Thor: Love and Thunder is under a 9, and you say this is better than Thor:
Okay,
Love and
hold
Thunder.
on, it is better than
Or Thor Ragnarok.
It is better than that, but yeah,
You got
really
your foot in your mouth
died.
here, don't you?
Okay. So I can't say it's better than Spider-Man, although I love Spider-Man.
It's not.
It's not better than Spider-Man.
That makes sense.
It's better than Shang-Chi.
Oh wow!
I think it is myself. And it's definitely better than Multiverse of Madness. That's an audacity take. And it's better than Black Widow and Eternals. So it's the second best Phase 4 movie. I give it 9.5 comics and 1 cold one.
Wow.
Is it certified
I give it
cold?
2 screaming
get
goats.
certified
We'll
cold,
get
yeah.
everybody's scores here, and then we'll get a
Certified.
figure
Yeah.
out whether or not the certified gold.
I like it better than Ragnarok. I do, but not by much. I think it's like tied for second. I think it's just as good as Shang-Chi is.
Shang-Chi has a bad third act.
Yeah, but
It does,
Fair.
but
But Shang-Chi's a good movie
No,
I don't know.
in
Lie.
general.
Yeah, it's just
It is
it's
long.
good. It's good. I think it may have like an hour and a half. It felt good, but I think we could have had a bit more.
Venom-
So-
I think it could have
Venom was-
benefited
Mo-
from
a
more.
lot of
Yeah,
movies
a
are an
little
hour and a
bit more.
half. Like,
Venom,
a lot of
Let There Be
not
Carnage was about an hour and a half.
Yeah,
So
That
this,
was-
That
that
short.
definitely
So
needed
was
to
so
be
this
more.
is
Yeah.
pretty on par.
But
with
like the pacing of this movie didn't
It's
feel
better.
like an hour
Oh
and
my
a half.
god!
It didn't feel as quick as it did.
No.
I didn't know that it was an hour and a
Me
half
neither
until you
until
guys
Garrett
brought
just
it
said
up,
it,
and
yeah.
it didn't feel like a quick hour and a
I
half.
thought it was like maybe hour 50.
Yeah.
Like even I know 20 minutes isn't much, but it's still
It is.
Yeah, you
it is
notice
a
it,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, it is a
Oh,
lot.
it actually, it's an hour and 49.
Okay, so it is.
No.
So an extra
It
10.
is an hour 50.
We need a fact
My
checker in
God.
here, man.
Yeah,
we
we
need
do.
to-
Anyway,
we need a Jamie.
Desk right there. The fact checker.
We need a Jamie.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Taking
give it like
applications.
8.8, 8.7.
I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
Jeremy gave her.
Right now, unbiased, I'm giving it 2 screaming
I
goats.
think either
Two
way, without
screaming
you, I
goats.
think that's a certified cold.
Yeah, I'd say
Certified
it's certified
cold.
I
cold.
think.
Here,
I think
here.
you said it.
Milli
The
Vanilli.
goats were a bit much. At
The goats were a bit much.
You know,
That's not really.
That's not spoilers.
No.
but
No,
yeah, the
no,
goat-
no, 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 no.
but yeah.
I thought
There's
the goats
nothing.
were fucking hilarious.
There's
They-
nothing
they
you can say.
are, but they're not.
So loud.
Yeah, they're just.
There's nothing you can
That's
say
the
to spoil
point
this
of them.
movie.
I know, but they're still so loud.
yeah. When the premiere came out, a lot of people said like the goats at times it's a lot. Like it's just annoying.
They did have
to have a
they
fucking
had
screaming
one
goat for no
good-
reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
goats,
They
like
had
the
one
thing.
good
The thing for
scene.
me with the goats is like this is what was funny 8 years ago.
See-
This was what was funny when you were doing it when you were putting it into a Taylor Swift song. that was when the goat screaming was funny. I feel like this is just so old.
The meme.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think
That was when it was funny.
I wouldn't consider this a spoiler, but I'll just put it out there just in case some people would. The best part about the goats is Korg trying to get the whistle right to summon them.
Yeah.
That was the best part about
Yeah.
the goats.
Okay, so we're gonna jump into
I
spoilers
think,
now.
I think we'll do spoilers
Yeah,
now.
you ready?
Spoiler warning.
Spoilers
3,
here.
2, 1. Leave a like and come back.
All right, see you, Jeremy.
Jeremy's gonna leave the chat.
Well, we can just keep going with the goat stuff.
Yeah.
That one scene when they're going to Gore's like little
planet, the
planet
Shadow Realm
home
planet. Shadow
kinda
Realm, yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Shadow
like
Realm.
his little planet thing. That was funny because like the scales
That
were
was-
off
that was
and
funny.
like they were flying and just it ran.
Well,
right
the
into
second
planet.
color stopped.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Road stopped, and that's where they go
Yeah,
to the planet.
The
They literally
fuck?
They ran straight into the planet.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That
I-
was good.
I have a question.
Okay.
What do they call Gore's sword?
The
The
Necro
Necro
Sword.
Sword.
They
Does-
call it the
do
Necro
they?
Sword.
They
Yeah.
My
And
name.
it uses shadow powers instead of like
Venom.
Venom
power.
symbiote.
But
Yeah.
the dude that
But-
was dead at the beginning kind of looked like a Venom.
I
he
didn't
was
know.
a
I didn't
full
really know.
black
It was
being.
a full black.
But it was,
like,
and also
massive
all of
being.
like the shadow monsters that were like that like came out of the sword were all like very Venom-y,
Kinda,
yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
goopy
You'll
looking
see
kind
what
of.
Tiger said how they came up with those
He's
designs.
calling Tiger.
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 Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods,
Tyga.
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 You just went from
With a
a
K.
golfer to a rapper, and you still haven't fucking got the name right.
Mr.
T-I-I.
Tyga.
Yeah.
Mr.
How can you?
Wazidi.
Yeah, yeah.
His daughter designed them.
All the kids like
All the
designed
kids
them.
in the movie.
His
That's
daughter
cool
designed the
shit.
first one, then all the kids got to draw them.
Yeah,
and they used
I thought
those.
that was really good.
He
Big
said they
family movie.
drew them way scarier than he
There's
ever
a lot of
would've.
kids in this.
Every
A
one
lot
of
of
their kids.
Yeah.
Chris's kids, Natalie's kids.
Pretty much everyone's
Tyga's
kids.
kids
Christian's
and Christian's kids.
kids.
are in it.
Heimdall's kid.
Yeah.
Heimdall's
Yeah,
Heimdall's
Heimdall's
kids
kid.
is a
Fair
breakout
enough,
yeah.
character in that movie.
Yeah, he's actually.
Yeah,
he's
really
pretty good.
Like
He's
the
dead.
the next Heimdall.
no, it's
No,
kid.
his kid.
Heimdall's kid.
He has Heimdall's powers.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he has the eyes.
He's
the
dead,
little girl.
but
The little girl at the end of the movie is Chris's daughter. Like,
Yeah, which
actual
is
daughter.
sick.
Yeah.
That's what I was
pretty
talking
fucking
about at
cool.
Boss Pizza, and you were looking at me like I had 10 heads.
okay, what
Yeah.
were you saying?
The
Um,
end of the movie.
How they were setting up the Young Avengers, and you just kind of looked at me, and you were like, "What?"
Who are you talking about though? Heimdall's kid?
No, Chris Hemsworth's kid.
No,
Gore's kid
Gore's kid
dies
in the movie.
in the beginning, and then at the end he goes and he reaches eternity, who grants one wish to him, and he brings his kid back. And then
And he
but
before
then
he
Gore
dies, before he dies, he looks at Thor and says, "Take care of her," and then it cuts.
and then they're like,
it's
he's
them.
raising her.
Do we know if Gore has any?
Oh yeah, she has powers.
Yeah.
She had,
No,
like-
no.
She has like
Is there-
eternity powers or some shit. Because her eyes are purple.
Yes.
What was your
Well,
question?
Yeah.
The
Does Gore
eternity
walk-
turns into her.
Do we know if like Gore's
Dead?
has no has like a kid in the comics? Like who?
He does.
No, he does.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
does he?
but like I think they die.
But they
They
die.
die.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
die,
yeah,
That
yeah.
happens at the start of the movie.
Yes,
That's the
they
opening.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he
Um,
goes
good
evil
cold
because
open.
his family dies,
Yeah.
and that
That's the
is
training
what
montage.
happens.
No,
It was the
Oh, it's
It was
Gore.
Gore.
it's
yeah.
Gore. Yeah.
It's a really sad cold open, but it was really
Good.
But it's
good.
really
yeah,
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really brings you in.
Since
it was something we called that it was gonna be Gore, the cold open, how he gets a sword. Pretty comic accurate, like in
Yeah, I
parts.
like how they just kind of went in for it. No,
Yeah.
didn't take too long for it, but
Yeah.
it was like, okay, here it is. This is
Didn't
the
have-
bad
didn't
guy.
have the time to take too long.
No.
No. Yeah, Miss Marvel should learn from it.
Yeah,
Here's our bad guy right here.
so Christian Bale, really good in this. But
Killed it.
Scary man.
okay, first time Thor meets him, he literally holds the Necro sword to his throat,
Thor makes a joke. Of it.
and then Thor makes a joke, but he's like, oh, you know, what are you gonna do? And he goes,
He
I'm not.
literally-
He's like, I'm not scared of this. He's like,
He's
oh,
like,
the
oh,
Necro
that's
sword.
a Necro sword. I always heard stories about this.
Yeah, he's like, but I'm not. He's like, makes
That-
it like he's not scared of it. He's like, oh, that's actually really sharp.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he puts it on him. He's like, "Ow, that's really sharp."
Yeah, and then he like blasts him away, and I'm like, that's silly.
and yeah, an opportunity
oh,
like
the
that.
big-
Not with the
yeah.
Necro sword, man. Like that's.
So I'll give this like for Jeremy to have it. The lore of the Necro sword for this story is that it's the one weapon that can kill all gods.
Yeah.
Isn't it that
That's
anyway?
it's that anyway.
Yeah,
Only
it
one
is,
god
but, like,
dies,
the-
eh?
No,
No,
many.
Many
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
many a god
all
died.
lower gods. Like no,
Like Gore's on a full killing spree before we even like get back to him
Yeah.
after the
He
o-
kills
after
like
the open.
20 gods.
What's her face is in it for a hot sec?
Sif. She's in it for
Sif.
5 minutes.
Yeah, but like again, they made a joke of her. Like
Yeah.
she was so fucking silly in this.
Yeah.
She was so like not taken seriously at all. Like she's on the like she's at
Well, she
the
wasn't
battlefield dying.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, it's like just leave me. Like
I
I'm
wanna
gonna
go to
go to Valhalla. And Thor's like, well, actually, you have to die in the battle to go to Valhalla.
Yeah.
See,
I
you're,
thought that
you're
was funny.
But it is.
That's the
funny,
idea.
But that's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem is that it's funny.
Well, they made a
that
they
was
made
good.
kind of a
She's-
joke of her
Sif
in
might
Loki
be dying
too.
right now, and she's like this legendary warrior that is like
But she didn't
a
die.
close
She just lost her arm.
close friend of him.
She lost her arm.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
loses
lost
her arm.
Yeah.
She loses her arm.
And I was like, man, like it's not the time for a joke. That's
well,
the
Thor makes the joke that your arm's in Valhalla.
yeah.
But
So
you're
he's
not
like
going
maybe
to
your arm might
Valhalla.
be in Valhalla, and I thought that was funny,
That
and I
was
thought
funny, but
I thought
yeah.
the end credit scene was going to be her arm in Valhalla.
That would have been
Okay,
funny.
since
But it was
you
not.
said it.
The end credit scene.
Yeah.
Nailed it, by
Which
the
one
way.
do you want?
Yeah.
There's 2.
2 for 2.
Do you want us to just lay it all out for
Oh,
you?
I knew what they were.
Okay.
I just wanted.
I don't think you did.
I don't think you did.
No.
I don't
So
know.
the second, I knew the Hercules one.
Yeah.
I knew that
Okay.
forever.
Yeah.
The other
Exciting,
one?
by the way.
Yeah.
Very
Oh
exciting.
wait, no. The thing I'm thinking of wasn't the end
Um,
credits.
has
it's the end of the
anybody
movie.
watched-
Mentioned,
Ted Lasso.
Yes,
Glenn
I
has.
have.
Yeah, he's
I,
in
I,
that.
lo- I like him as a
Yeah.
character.
I
Like
think
an
He looks
actor,
good.
and he's gonna be
He looks
good.
really good.
I think it's funny that
Hercules.
he's Hercules.
Well,
Yeah.
earlier in the movie, he said, "Did Zeus say Hercules or
Thor
did
mentioned
Thor
him.
mention
He's like, we
Hercules?"
can get a team of guys.
Yeah, and I looked at G and I was like, "Hercules is now."
Did he
canon."
say Hercules?
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
say
He's like, we can
Hercules.
get a team. We get Zeus. We get Hercules. And he mentions like a few other
A few
people.
others.
Zeus
Yeah.
is also his hero, and I really like
Zeus
that.
sucks.
Zeus, yeah,
Fuck
Zeus.
Zeus.
I like how much Thor
kills
like
it, though, with
fanboys
that
over
accent.
Thor.
Yeah,
It-
but
it's
he's
cool that,
but he
like,
sucked.
Zeus is
Yeah.
literally like in mythology a bag of shit,
And he's a bag of shit in this
and
movie.
he's a bag of shit in this movie. A lot of orgy talk.
All right, since we're talking about
Yeah,
Zeus,
I heard
the
about the
part
orgy
that
thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like, and I know Cameron didn't like either. Fake deaths.
Yeah,
Okay,
Look,
that's
that
Thor-
gets into like your second part.
Thor-
of what you're saying.
Takes Thunderbolt from Zeus,
Uh-huh.
throws it through,
through
him,
him, and it
Through
doesn't
him,
die.
yeah.
I,
and
I
at the
saw
end of the movie,
fake
he
outs
comes
today.
back to life.
I saw every fake out.
Which was following up after Korg getting hit with Thunderbolt
And then he comes
and
back.
dropping to the ground. He
That was a
crumbles away, and it
heartfelt
was-
moment. I thought
And it
no
was
one
so
was
sad,
gonna cry.
and it was like, oh my god, like this is
Oh,
this is
my
crazy. I can't believe they're
My
doing this
heart
right now.
broke like he.
And then he
did.
walks over to the rubble, and all you hear is, "Hey, Thor."
Yeah.
Like it
I'm
made
like,
sense
the
for him to
fuck
want to kill
on,
Zeus,
man.
and then you're like, well, he just killed Zeus for nothing.
It would have
But
been
then
really.
Zeus wasn't
I
dead.
think the only like if they had a left Korg dead, that would have been like a moment.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
That would
That would have been a moment.
And I-
Because the whole thing.
That
is
It would have
kinda-
made sense why he just turned around and fucked up Zeus.
I gotta
So-
get my notes up.
the whole the whole thing is like when at the start of the movie where Korg's telling the story about how basically Thor loses everyone he loves, and then he
Yeah.
would have lost Korg, his best friend. That would have been sick.
Well, not sick. It would have been sad as fuck, but
It
it would have been
would've
good.
been- yeah.
Good
Right?
story plot. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Taika just loves fucking.
Himself.
But then
Korg too much.
back to what I was saying with Gore and Thor meeting up. There's like the big sinister scene with him when he's like interrogating them and he's saying all this shit to them, and fucking he's like call or summon the hammer, and he gets right up in Thor's face and he's like, yeah, I'll summon the hammer when you brush your teeth. It's like
Yeah, that one I didn't like.
it's like come
Yeah.
on, man, like you're
Well-
you're all three of you of like you and Jane and fucking
Val.
Val are all tied up right
About
now,
to fucking die.
like on the verge of death right now, and you're cracking jokes about bad
I
breath.
you know what scene was one of my favorites when he's there in the cage with the kids
Yeah.
and he's just talking to them about.
Oh, Gore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that is
That was really
that
good.
is
That's
the best
creepy.
scene in
Yeah,
the
and
movie.
he's like-
Which one?
When he's talking to the kids,
In like when he
he's in the
captures all
cage with the kids.
Who?
So
Gore.
Gore,
Okay, yeah.
Gore
Thor
steals
a
all the
bunch
kids.
of the new Asgard kids, and then that's what
All
gets
the, not-
Thor to
not-
come
He
after him.
steals all the kids.
He
yeah.
steals every kid.
Heimdall's son Axel is one of those kids, and that's when we get to see a
Axel.
lot of
Yeah,
It
Axel.
was
yeah.
Astrid, but he
He
changed
He
his
changes
name.
his name because he's a big Guns N' Roses fan.
That's,
Say, I
that's
see
a
where the
whole-
Guns N' Roses thing
Yeah,
is.
that's a
Yeah,
whole thing.
that's
there that
like
they
where
do.
he becomes a big character because he's communicating with Thor the whole
I like
time.
when
That's
Korg
sick.
was like, his name's fucking what's fucking
Asshole.
Yeah.
Because they're fighting, he's like Axel.
Yeah.
Thor's like, I'm not gonna call you that.
And Korg just goes, just call him asshole.
Yeah, Gore's being really. He's like,
He's telling
just
the
like
story.
fucking scaring the shit out of the kids. Like
They're
being-
talking about how
being maniacal. Thor's
Thor-
Thor's gonna come
Thor-
save him. And
no,
stuff
they're
like
talking
that.
about how Thor cut off Thanos' head.
Oh, that too.
Axel's telling the story to the kids about how he cut off Thanos' head.
Does Gore know who Thanos is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Gore comes in. He says, he has this little.
He starts laughing first.
He has this
Yeah.
little. I don't know what it is.
little like
Shadow
fucking
snake.
shadow puppet
Yeah.
thing.
And he comes in. And he's like, oh, you like when heads come off, do you? And he just rips the head off. And he
He's
goes,
like, oh, this like well, he
This
gives
is
it a
my
name or
friend,
something.
yeah.
this is my little
And
pet.
he loves when his head comes off
Yeah, and he just rips his head off.
and throws it at the kids.
And he
What
said,
the
well, you,
fuck?
and
Yeah,
he's
it's-
sinister, man.
He's like, oh, what? You liked it a second ago?
yeah, you
Yeah,
liked it a
it's
second ago when Thor was
crazy
doing
good.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
oh my god.
There's
yeah.
another scene where it's, and during the movie I laughed at it a lot, thinking back about it. It might have been a little too much. Is when the kids all fight at the end of the
I
movie.
didn't like that.
It's at
Really?
during the movie
I
I,
thought
laughed
that
at
was
it,
a big
but I
turning
think it
point
was
for
too funny of all these kids
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
these
absolutely.
giant shadow creatures.
Absolutely.
And then there's a girl with a stuffed rabbit
It's
shooting
'cause-
lightning out of the rabbit.
Now hold on. It's because what Thor says.
I understand why it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but like
So Thor, do you know what
Thor
happened?
gives everybody
Do
the
not.
power of Thor. Essentially.
I thought that's
very temporarily.
Very,
He literally says temporarily.
Yeah.
for a temporary time.
Yeah.
Let whoever wields
I
these
thought that
weapons
was pretty fucking
to
cool,
be
honestly.
worthy.
During the
Thor did
movie,
that.
Yeah.
Thor did that.
How does Thor know how to do that?
That's
See,
what I
that's
thought.
the
too.
part
I
that
thought
I
we've
didn't-
never really got into Thor being able to give other people the power of Thor.
Now, why wouldn't Thor have gave Valkyrie his powers during the big fight?
Why not? Like, why isn't all of New Asgard
Yeah.
Thor?
Like,
Because I think it was just.
but and
He,
these
I
So-
think he knew that he was real. Like, I think he was scared, and that's why the jokes and shit happened, and that's why he gave some of his powers to the kids
I liked
because
Ma-
he knew
I think
that
for
he
what-
wasn't getting
I
through
think
there
for
by
me,
himself.
I think for me it would have been better if it was more of like. I think it wouldn't have made as much sense because it wouldn't be as powerful. But if it was more like a Space Jam MJ's secret stuff,
sauce.
Yeah.
and it's just like he's just saying it to them, so they feel like, oh, okay, we got
Yeah.
the power of Thor, and not
Yeah.
literally giving them the power of Thor. I thought that would have been a lot.
I
better.
thought it was
Like,
funny when
I have a problem
gotta-
with this.
I gotta laugh at it during the movie, and then I'm thinking like, what? Like you're
I feel like you're
using
doing
that
the same
that
thing
is
I was
such a
saying.
big
with the
crucial scene because Thor's fighting Gore in the final fight, and these kids are in the background just fighting all these monsters.
just being silly.
yeah.
with which part?
This is the final.
the
this
final
is the
battle.
final fight.
yeah, this is the final fight of the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's Gore and the Shadow Monsters, and then the kids
then
are like fighting
one-
the Shadow
and then
Monsters.
Thor
and kicking
also.
ass,
This is
too.
the part I don't understand. I mentioned it. Thor just throws Stormbreaker at Axel, and Axel knows how to use it.
Yeah, but I mean, I
to
don't know.
teleport right
What's
away.
Axe?
Well, you don't
well,
have
he's
to be.
Heimdall's son.
Yeah.
And Heimdall
You also
controls
don't
the
have to
Bifrost.
be worthy like Mjolnir.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but I
anyone-
just
anyone
mean
can wield
how this
Stormbreaker.
kid knew how to use it right away.
Yeah.
The hammer.
The teleport.
No.
No, no. The hammer.
Didn't get it.
What happens?
Didn't get the scene.
Why?
And
What scene?
Why is it a thing? Why is Mjolnir back and why does Jane have it?
Because Jane has
Jane
cancer.
has cancer.
Because
Jane has stage
Thor.
So they fully followed
Yeah.
her
Okay,
origin.
Okay, no,
yeah,
no,
and
this is
because
really good,
because
actually.
Thor, when he's with Jane, like we have like a little back like
with the
a
ABBA song.
there's a
Backlash
lot of
of
the
there's a
mind
lot of
together.
Thor and like
The big love.
breaking up with Stormbreaker
Yeah.
kind of thing and
Yeah.
like or
But-
The big
breaking up
love
with
story
Mjolnir.
yeah,
Thor and his
and our
hammer.
last summer's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And there's like a
It's a
montage.
montage of Thor with Jane while Korg is like talking over what happened with them. And while they're like together and in that
Jane's like asleep.
Thor is talking to Mjolnir and he's like, "Hey, buddy, like no matter what happens, you need to protect Jane." And it does like the little like
The logo.
the
I'm
little
finna
logo on
fucking
the
cry.
thing.
I was
yeah.
crying in the club.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
so like
it's-
later on, when she's got cancer, she
like dying, yeah.
she hears like something when she's like in her lab,
and she turns around.
and she turns around and she looks in the book, and it's like it's a
It's
a
all
symbol.
Norse
It's
book of talking about
Norse
Mjolnir,
mythology, yeah.
and then she's like, okay, and then she
It
like
says
goes to
in
New
the book
Asgard
can
and it's
heal.
And
Yeah.
it's in pieces.
But there's,
Yeah,
it's in
like-
pieces, and then it
there's
goes
a catch
together.
with it. It's very comic book accurate, actually. Every time she uses the power of Thor,
She
cancer
gets-
gets worse.
she
yeah.
gets sicker.
So
And Thor gets really upset about
yeah,
it.
I didn't
because
like
I know
how-
she doesn't
Hammer.
die from battle.
No.
She dies from
Well,
And this
Overuse.
see.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Kinda.
No, she dies
No,
from
it's
cancer.
overuse
never
of the
does.
hammer to
But
give her more cancer.
the reason she can go to Valhalla, in my opinion, is because cancer in itself is a battle, and
Yes.
that's the symbolism.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got that.
But
part.
I don't like. It could have been. We could have got her actually getting the hammer. Like when she walks up, it's
I
just
think it-
like
no.
the hammer kind of shimmies.
If
a
they
bit.
don't-
I liked that.
If they didn't show the scene of her getting in the trailer the hammer, that would have been such a massive pop. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Well, I mean, yeah, like I liked how they did it with
I don't-
with like
so
she
did,
shows
so
up.
did I.
I
And
do
then-
I
like
mean, it's
see-
like it's not like we're gonna see her. It's like everything starts
Yeah.
going. We're like, I wonder if she gets it or not.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I like that Thor also right away didn't recognize it was Jane,
Yeah.
Well, I
and
mean,
he's
that
going
was fucking-
because
does
she
that
does look
fucking
a little
stupid?
different.
How much does he have that fucking helmet?
Never.
He literally
Does-
just
does-
put
only
like
literally-
she's
it's a
wearing
joke.
the helmet, and then he's like, "Oh, you stole my look," and then he kind of like
Manifests
magic,
the helmet.
like,
But
puts
he's flipping
magic
out like,
on
He
who
it.
makes
are
like
you?
a cooler outfit.
Yeah.
Who are
tries
you?
to make
How
it
do you have
Tries
my
to be
hammer?
cooler, yeah.
So by
He
the end,
has
He
the
wears
new
the
suit
suit
anyway.
the whole time, but
Yeah.
the helmet is never.
The arms
yeah.
come off the
The
suit,
helmet's
too.
like just that scene.
Yeah. It's just like as a
Jane?
joke, be like, that's
Literally.
fucking funny,
Yeah.
man.
Scooby
Yes,
Doo.
it is.
Well, yeah, we do this shit.
What
Her
was
and
your
Valkyrie had a
favorite
nice
song
friendship.
like from the whole movie?
I
Welcome to
fucking-
the jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you Welcome
Is that
to the Jungle.
Is that the
That
training one?
montage was good.
No, oh,
They don't
do a
that's
training
like that's the
montage.
fight on like the very first fight with the Guardians.
Yeah,
Kinda.
they
You
do
want me to,
Welcome
like,
to the
explain
Jungle.
it?
No.
Okay.
No.
How much?
We gotta get more reviewy, less explaining. to
Yeah.
Jeremy.
All right, go. Because I can. let me ask one more question.
Yeah.
How much does it set up Guardians 3 with them?
Not
Pretty.
really.
I think.
No,
Kinda.
I think
A
it
little
does.
bit. Not
Does a pretty good
over.
I
job.
think Guardians 3 is going to start with them going
As soon
after
as they
places Gore was,
Yeah.
because they split up to go look after Gore. Look for
there's
Gore.
there's the reason they split up is because there's like they're looking at a
20.
bunch of distress calls, and there's like 1,500 of them or whatever, and Thor sees that one of them is Sif.
She's saying
He's
like
like, I'm
four.
gonna go there, and they're like, okay, maybe we should split up, and they're like, all right, let's do that.
The Guardians look
Quill's
unreal.
like, maybe we should split up, and then
The
Thor's
scene,
like,
the
well,
scene where
maybe we should split up. This
You
is
can
my
have my
idea.
ship.
Yeah.
You can have my ship.
You can take my ship. Yeah. I
look
thought that was-
look after my crew.
Yeah, that was.
The Guardians looked unreal.
They
Yeah,
did
they
look
did
really.
look good.
that was a really good Peter Quill look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
dude looks good.
really like everything Guardians was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So that was great.
I
Uh,
love.
I love how much Nebula hates Thor.
Yeah.
I
The
like-
visual on the planet
yeah.
on that planet too was really good.
Really good.
I was
Speaking of visuals,
That's how
when
he
they're
gets the
on
goats.
shadow,
yeah.
like the color grading and shit there when like she picks up the hammer and it's
Yeah.
all shadows and stuff, but like there's still
That
color.
that fight scene is so
back.
good, man.
Yeah, like color comes back in her suit and shit like that.
Here and there, it's really
It's
good.
so good
I don't know,
because like
one
the
part-
power of Mjolnir is
and
way
it-
more powerful than Shadow.
It's in the
Realm.
end of the
Shadow
movie. It's just something I have problem with all Marvel things. I hate when your badass villain becomes a good guy and then
I
dies
like that
immediately
ending.
after.
No,
That's
no.
a perfect ending.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not a good ending is not when after you've killed
hold
hundreds of gods,
The best bad guy
and then you're about
ending-
to finish it off and kill every other god.
Do you want me
You're
to-
about to be done. Let me finish.
do I get a rebuttal?
Yeah, you get a rebuttal when I finish.
Okay.
When you've killed like a ton of gods already. Your whole plan is to kill every god. You're at the thing that is gonna finally kill every other god, and then you just say, and then the guy who's been trying to stop you this whole time says, "Don't do it though.
He actually-
Choose love instead of killing."
Thunder.
Are you done?
And then Gorgeous goes, "Yeah, fair enough, I guess."
That's not a. So, are you done?
Yeah.
So, okay, the whole time that he's slaying gods, he's infected with the Necro Sword. Is he not?
He is.
At that moment, he is free of the Necro Sword, and he's seeing clearly. And he sees a moment that I am speaking.
You can't scare me.
He sees him like he can bring his daughter back, and she can have the life that he wanted for her, or he can kill everyone, and he's no longer a bad guy because he's not infected by the Necro Sword.
I understand
The thing
that.
is, he's even not infected by the Necrosword. He's still about to kill all the gods.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was making that prayer, and then
he was
Thor
go-
said don't do it, and he's
And,
like,
we don't
and
know
then
what
Jane
we're
said, "Why not bring her back? She'll
He-
be looked after."
we don't.
Why
we
is
don't-
there a wish?
That's
Okay,
if you
you
the
go
first
to-
person to
The
reach
first person to
eternity.
reach eternity.
Gets
in the
anything
center of
they
the
want.
universe, yeah.
Yeah,
And which is really
Gets
cool.
one
which
wish.
they needed Stormbreaker to do.
Pretty
Yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
that Eternity's in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there's 3 of them.
no, there's only
No,
one
there's only one
eternity.
eternity.
There's only one
I
eternity.
meant like
Eternity's not even
fucking-
celestial.
yeah, that's what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
She's like, because I think it is a she.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eternity's a she.
Yeah,
Is she
I think.
not a
Pretty cool
celestial?
when they're fighting.
No,
No.
she's literally like existence.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I like when Jane throws away Stormbreaker too.
Yeah.
How smart she is to figure
Yeah.
it out. Like,
That quick.
what do you
yeah.
mean throw?
like, when they're in his lair.
Yeah.
Her,
Layer.
she has a real cool fucking scene. I don't want to say it because I want you to see it first.
No, you gotta say it. We're doing a review.
Yeah,
We're doing a
fine.
review.
Okay.
Look,
When,
I'm still gonna see it. I'm still gonna get hard.
when he calls her Lady Thor,
Oh,
and she's like,
she
"It's
says,
not
"Nope."
Lady Thor,
Yeah.
it's Mighty
Mighty-
Thor,"
Yeah.
and then she throws a hammer, it comes back,
Or
or Dr.
Jane
Jane Foster.
hot.
Yes, it was fucking sick.
her whole thing was she
Eat
wants
my
to try to
hammer.
find a
Yeah.
catchphrase.
Yeah, she's trying to get a catchphrase.
the whole time, yeah.
And she
Yeah.
she keeps like saying, "Take that hammer."
She's
and
really
she's
like fun and like
Yeah.
boppy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like. She
She's
did a
great,
good
she's
job.
great in
The
Yeah,
scene,
she did a good
the
job.
scene at the end that I really enjoyed was when she does the Mjolnir thing where it breaks apart.
Yeah, and then
I
and the
think
and
I,
the neck- and the
I think I've
necro-
grown to like that.
Oh,
it's
it's
great.
Oh, no,
it's
that's-
fucking
it's
awesome,
unreal.
man.
I think it's really good.
And the Necro Sword attaches to it to start rebuilding itself.
Yeah,
That's badass.
And then
she's like, "I'm not gonna be Thor anymore. I'm gonna die."
yeah.
I'm done.
So now we can talk in credits if you want.
Okay,
Yes,
One sec.
do you think they're gonna come
I wanna
back?
go back one sec. The best ending for villain, I think, was Killmonger's.
Yeah.
I think that was.
We
Gore's
get it.
was
Black
good,
Panther's
but-
your number one.
Yeah, fuck off. It's not anymore.
It's the same thing. It's the bad guy turns good.
He didn't turn good.
But like he didn't really turn good. He just accepted defeat.
Death. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
knew
He
man knew he was
wanted
about
death,
to die, and
Yeah.
he died a warrior's
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
I bet he's
Also,
Anyway, yeah.
also the third and final fake out death as well was Valkyrie. When
Yeah.
she gets
Yes.
stabbed with
Stabbed-
the-
she
she
gets
gets
stabbed
in the
directly
eye.
through the chest.
No, through the kidney.
So
Same thing.
so
She
three,
loses a kidney,
So
yeah.
everybody who was hit with Thunderbolt
Just doesn't
just
die.
just
She got
didn't die.
stabbed with the necrosword. I
She got,
thought.
Yeah.
she got
No,
stabbed
it
with
was-
Thunderbolt.
Oh,
Was it?
No, it was
Thunderbolt.
an
I thought he-
I thought it was.
It
I thought
was Thunderbolt.
Oh,
I
I
thought he
know. I
came
know
out
it
of
was
the
a
shadow.
thunderbolt.
It was Thunderbolt.
When did
Also-
he get?
when she was fighting him.
Yeah,
she was
but then he
fighting him and
comes up out of the shadows, and I thought
Lightning
he had the
bolt.
sword.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt is the
Thunderbolt.
name of
Thunderbolt. Yeah,
Thunderbolt.
is-
the lightning
yeah.
bolt's name is Thunderbolt.
Zeus
Yeah.
tells us to learn its name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annoying.
She
Yes.
gets stabbed with Thunderbolt.
Okay.
And
And then I'm
why
a
she not
little,
dead, I
I'm a
guess.
little bit better if it was the necrosword.
If it's
she
the
should've-
Necrosword, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, then that would have.
But
That
it's still just like
Well-
they do these things. It's like
We have
During
they,
that
they,
scene,
they want to get that gas moment without
We
the
have 3
repercussions
minutes
of
left.
doing
during
it.
that scene, I'm thinking like the whole time, like, this is because the movie, like,
Pause.
yes.
We have 3 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
keep going.
Yeah,
Well,
keep
it
going.
sets
Yeah,
it
just
up
keep
like
going.
her story sets up the whole time for her to die, and then once she gets stabbed, and thinking, okay, she had a good story. This is the end, and then she gets
Yeah.
up.
Valkyrie?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Like
have.
they set her up to die.
She
in
lost
this
a
movie.
she lost a kidney. That was
Yeah.
it.
Literally, like they were.
I
setting
have
her
a
up
really
to
good-
be-
Like if she died there, I
it's-
would have been okay with it. Her story was good. It set it up, and then
I have a really
Sorry.
good thing, but I'll wait to say it on the next track about the Valkyrie scene when she's with Zeus. But it's gonna
Yeah,
take longer
we'll
than
be
3.
back in a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, that the scene with Valkyrie and the song that plays there, when they're in fighting Zeus,
Yeah.
and she kind of
What song is it?
It's
"Sweet
Fame.
Child of Mine."
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, it is,
Is it?
because
Okay.
Gnasher and Thrasher
Yeah.
come through the window and it
No.
starts playing.
Tooth Grinder and Tooth
Yeah.
Gnasher.
I'm calling them Gnasher and Thrasher. It's way cooler.
It's not their names.
Yeah, they don't even say
When-
their names
well,
in the movie,
when
so
she-
we actually don't know
when
what
she
their names.
jumps up and grabs a lightning
When
bolt.
she goes up, gets the lightning bolt,
Oh, yeah.
and then she give me your hand.
Oh, it gets the,
Oh, you gotta
the
kiss
little
She
kids.
goes
Yeah.
to the girl and gives her a little wink. That's
Yeah.
that's a cool moment.
That was
That's a
great.
good
Yeah.
scene.
They
and then-
also say in the movie that Valkyrie's girlfriend died in battle.
Yeah, she
like,
died
Like,
in-
when they
Her-
were fighting
her-
Hela.
One of the
Yeah,
Valkyries.
no, I
were
think
her.
that was. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Yeah.
that was established. In
Well, that was
Okay.
like hinted
In
at. I
Ragnarok.
don't think
Hinted
they
at,
ever.
yeah,
I don't
but
think they ever said.
They fully said it.
Like
and
I'm pretty
it's-
sure
yeah.
in Ragnarok when it's showing like that
She-
fucking.
She sees
Dusty
somebody
shot?
saving
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
I
And
think,
then
I think it's
they,
just like some random girl.
Yeah.
Which
It's
I-
like insinuated.
Yeah.
Thor-
Also,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Mine's only quick.
When Thor tells Jane he loves her for the first time, like he's like, "I love you," and she's like, "I have cancer."
Yeah.
That's That's
Yeah.
literally what she does.
Yeah.
That's a sad.
And then she
that's like-
immediately goes,
Yeah.
"Wait,
She-
no, I
she-
don't have
she
cancer."
goes, "Wait, no, I
Yeah,
don't
she's
have
like,
cancer.
"Wait
What
a
are you talking
second."
about? No, why would I say that? That's just it's a joke. Haha."
I like how they
That's
after,
literally what she does.
I like
Yeah.
after that they pan back to Valkyrie and Korg, and Korg says something about how I wonder how they're talking. She goes, "They're not talking anymore."
Well, no, they had a little
Tyka's singing
moment.
that song.
They had a
Hey
little
Nanny
moment.
Nanny or
Yeah, he's
whatever
singing
the
it.
fuck it is.
Um,
That's sick.
when she shows up to the like the gateway in like the Shadow Realm or
Yeah.
whatever, she's on Pegasus. Like she doesn't
Yeah.
get there
Yeah.
through.
Jane
she
showed up
doesn't
on
use
her.
the Biofrost.
Well,
she
yeah,
uses-
Bifrost.
That's
Bifrost,
showing
yeah.
that Valkyrie sees Jane Worthy as being the new
Yes.
Valkyrie, being a warrior,
And
Fuck.
yeah, because
I didn't think of it like that. Like,
her
that's deep,
Pegasus
yeah.
or whatever can like
because they're.
Travel through
hop or
dimension,
whatever.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
like the friendship between Valkyrie
Yeah,
Oh,
and
me
Jane.
too.
They
It's
have a
really
great
good.
friendship.
And that's part
Well,
like
she says like
Yeah.
I had sisters in battle and now
Yeah.
I have another one.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
something
was
I
like,
would
oh,
have liked.
fuck,
I
like-
would have liked to see more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Me
didn't.
too,
we,
yeah.
didn't we didn't get a whole lot of it. We only kind of get like
A little like
bits here and
little
there.
bits,
Like
yeah.
there was like the thing with the sink. Like that was a
That was a good moment.
That was-
yeah.
that was-
that's
that
when
was-
she says I have
yeah.
sisters
Like that
kind
was
of
like
thing, yeah.
that was like the you
That was
see
a
that they're
sad
actually
moment.
friends.
Yeah.
That's
kind of
when
thing, but-
like the sync thing is when she realizes that the hammer's killing her too.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think she knows before that. But
Do you
that's
think
the
we'll
first
get more of it?
Of what? The hammer?
The
Her?
where's the hammer at?
It's with
Thor
Thor.
got it
Thor.
now.
At the end of it, Thor's got it.
Thor's got
So
it.
we got them both. He's
Yeah.
double cheeked up.
No,
No,
his
he's
daughter.
using
The
the
daughter's
using
using
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Gore's daughter.
Gore's
which is
daughter's
technically
yeah.
now
Thor's daughter.
Thor's adopted daughter.
yeah.
And
She
she
calls him Uncle Thor.
Yeah, Uncle
yeah.
Thor.
She has Stormbreaker.
I want to be called Uncle Thor.
She has Stormbreaker.
and he
and
has
has-
broken
And he's
That-
back to
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
The
yeah.
end,
and she drew
the
on
very
Mjolnir.
end of the
That's,
movie
I
is
kinda-
I really like how
sick.
they incorporate the title as Korg's
Yeah,
telling the
Yeah.
story.
That was great.
For,
That was
this-
really
for,
cool, yeah.
for now, they'll always be known as Love and Thunder. And
That's
Yeah.
that's
Thor
Thor's
and the
t-
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the kid. Yeah, he's great.
Um,
He's great.
But it's kind of
I
like
also think that
he
was Jane's
had-
tagline.
No.
No way.
No
yeah.
way.
What's
That
the-
me
what's
and
the-
you are Love and Thunder.
No,
No,
but-
Thor.
No.
She
So
comes-
this is what I mean.
Let me spit this out first.
Go.
When in Infinity War, when him and was it Endgame? When he says you have or give me the big one. You have the little
Endgame.
That's
one.
Infinity
Endgame.
War.
It's
No,
Endgame.
it's
Endgame.
Endgame.
It's
Endgame.
Endgame.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have.
Oh, no,
yeah,
you're
he
right.
does,
So
but-
it is
no,
Endgame.
yeah, it is
So
Endgame,
it's
yeah.
like he's like I don't know, cause like the whole movie is him trying to like reconnect
Oh,
with Mjolnir.
It's
Yeah.
a love story between him and his
Yeah.
hammers.
So he finally gets the
Oh my
hammer
God,
back.
the hammer pulled you off.
The relationship between the comedy between him and Stormbreaker is
It's
perfect.
really funny.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
I
Between
think it's
Thor?
I think it's good,
Yeah.
but I
It's
was also
funny.
getting a little sick of it. At a
Did you
certain
not
point.
enjoy the scene where he gives him his first beer?
I
No.
Stop it.
That was a
Enough
lot.
of this talk right
I,
now.
I enjoyed it, but I thought it did get a little bit too much at times.
The beer point was like a lot, but when
beer
like,
one
he's
was the best
talking,
moment from
and
it.
like he's talking and then Stormbreaker just
No,
kinda
that was the best.
slowly-
That was the best.
slowly
Yeah,
comes
'cause
in,
it's like
yeah.
Stormbreaker's jealous of Mjolnir.
Yes.
And Thor's trying to get Mjolnir back.
Stormbreaker like move on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's like talking about Mjolnir for I don't remember exactly what
He's
it is.
talking to
and then
Korg
and then
about-
and then just
He's
yeah
not-
like
yeah.
Stormbreaker just like slowly comes into the scene.
And then
like,
there's another scene too where like he's trying to like his hands down here just trying to like summon Mjolnir back, and in the background fucking Stormbreaker comes between him and
Storm-
Did you say
I
Stormberger?
said Stormbreaker.
No, you didn't.
No, you did
it
not.
was pretty burger.
Sounded pretty burger to me.
Stormbreaker comes like between them, and he's like, "Oh hey there, buddy, didn't see you there."
Yeah, he's like trying,
He's like, "Yeah."
trying to
He's
get
like,
it-
"Oh,"
trying
he's
to
like,
change
"Yeah."
But
He hits
the-
him with a little hair.
The movie
Wicked.
starts with Stormbreaker comedy when, like, he has Stormbreaker, like, in the trailer, he puts it in, like, the ground.
Oh yeah.
Starts
A
to
Groot
grow.
was
Yeah.
growing.
Like, he puts yes,
Yeah, there were
it
little
was.
Yeah, there was a little
roots
But
growing.
he
Yeah.
put it in the ground, and Quill came to get him. He goes, "Come
Oh,
on, we
yeah.
need you."
Oh
He
my
pulled
God.
Stormbreaker
He's like, "I'll meet you
out of the
down there."
ground, and the end of it, like where it's growing roots, looks like a broom, and he puts it between his legs like he's Harry Potter.
He jumps off the thing, and he goes, "Come on, boys."
He's like, yeah, we gotta go. Come on, time to get in there. And then you see him like in the background flying up. That was good. That was funny.
I liked when after he's fighting with Stormbreaker and he tries to use it to go find the kids. He goes, "I'll go find the kids," and then he tries to use the Bifrost,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
He's
and
like,
Stormbreaker just puts him right in the ground. and he
Yeah.
comes back, brushes himself out, goes, "Kids aren't here."
He's like, couldn't find them.
Stormbreaker is just so jealous.
Stormbreaker's
bitch.
a-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stormbreaker's pretty jealous. of
Petty
this.
bitch.
It's when he's talking to Korg, that scene that you were talking about, and he's like, Korg's like, "It's pretty awkward, eh? Your ex-girlfriend and your ex-hammer get together?" He goes, "How does that make you feel?" And then he's like, "Oh, you know, you never forget your first." And then Stormbreaker just kind of, he's like, "Hey, but now I love you, buddy."
What else do I got here? What are my notes? Thor doesn't really. He doesn't seem too worried about the kids.
No,
Like,
not at all.
like,
Yeah.
like
Hey,
the
we
kids
gotta
have
get
been
the kid-
taken, and he's just kind of like joking about. He's very casual about getting the kids back, and I wasn't crazy on that. He is an idiot in this, man. He is so dumb in this.
He's party Thor.
I know, but if
Yeah.
you think to like Infinity War Thor, the comparison between
My
this,
dude has been through a lot, okay?
Yeah, but
yeah, but he was like in the middle of that too. I mean, like I guess
Well, the
Endgame
mo-
was his peak, like
Yeah.
worst that
Yeah.
he was at. But
He's
so
on-
they,
he's
they
recovering.
mentioned too that
Yeah.
like he turned off all of his feelings because
Sometimes,
he keeps
But he
getting
also
hurt.
turned off his
sometimes
brain.
that happens. Okay, moving on.
I gotta say, I really like the scene where Axel first shows up using the magic eyes, and he just freaks out, going, "There's a floating head."
oh, the
There's a
floating head thing
god."
that was wild.
When he goes and talks to the kids, and he was talking about how he met Zeus, and he's like, "Never meet your fucking hero." He doesn't curse, but he's like, "Never meet your hero, because it's always a disappointment." And they're all looking at Thor. You're like, "You're my hero." And he goes, "Well,
Axel
not."
says he's like, "Oh, I'm glad I met my hero."
Yeah.
At the end, he does.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
And they also,
Yeah.
the first time Thor comes in, and he's just being an idiot, and they're like, "Maybe this wasn't a good idea."
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, and that's I
Axel literally
wasn't,
said,
I wasn't,
"Get out of here."
I wasn't crazy about that because
Yeah.
he's like here to comfort the kids, and he's like, oh, you know, like I don't even remember what he's
He
saying.
also
but he's-
taught Axel like how to do the
yeah.
transparency thing like that.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, your dad taught me. I'll teach
Well,
you."
just hold your
Axel
hand
already
out
had a
and
little
Yeah.
bit of an
focus.
idea. 'cause
Axel,
he's using
yeah,
it
he just
to
didn't know
get
how to
there.
fully use it.
He didn't know how to bring Thor in, and Thor.
Yeah,
like,
like
"Here,
they
I
bring
can-"
in Thor to into the cage,
Yeah.
like using the Heimdall thing to
The
in
eyes.
order to
Yeah.
See him.
in order to talk to the kids and tell them that they're gonna be fine, and then like all the kids are like, we don't like you, please leave,
Yeah.
I hope
because
they
he's, because
use.
he's not because he's an idiot
being
because he's an idiot.
yeah.
I hope they use Axel more in the future. They're building
I
that
think they
story
will.
of him.
for sure.
He's gonna be the
Well,
new.
if they're
He's gonna be
doing
the new gatekeeper
Yeah.
of the.
or the Young Avengers.
He won't be in the Young Avengers, I don't think.
No,
No,
Love
I'd
will
say
be.
He
Or-
might just be a Thor character.
He'll be
Might
the
be
new
on New
gatekeeper
Asgard, kinda.
of the Biofrost.
Bifrost.
I don't keep him.
He'll be one of the first.
I said Bio.
Yeah.
and
He always have said Biofrost.
Yeah.
At
He'll be-
least 3 times.
Biofreeze.
He'll be
Bio.
also one of the new warriors for New Asgard.
He won't be a warrior 3.
Well, no, he's training her.
Yeah.
Or
Training
They're all
Face
training
is
at the end
training.
there,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he was like off on his own, and they said like
Yeah, he's training with Sif.
Yeah.
he's
So he's
becoming
gonna-
more powerful.
End of the
than
movie,
most.
Thor's back on Earth then.
No,
No.
They were on
No.
some weird planet.
They
'cause
were
They're,
in
they're
a
like doing.
So
helping
like the,
out
the
stuff.
end of the movie, he's like talking to like the kid and like put your shoes on. Where's
looks
the
like she's
hammer,
going
like,
to
all this
school.
stuff, like getting ready for school. And they open up and he's like, "Yeah, see those guys over there? They're the bad guys trying to kill these guys over here.
We're gonna
she's
go
like, oh,
stop
they
them.
look
We're
like-
gonna go stop it." Yeah.
So he's just out in space doing
You're doing
Yeah.
space
yeah,
stuff.
he's
Yeah,
doing
with her.
whatever. Yeah.
Thor the Space Viking.
Doing Thor stuff.
Yeah.
Thor the space Viking.
What do you think Jane's line was? Do you have a guess?
Eat ass.
Take that!
I hope it was the thing about Mjolnir.
What do you mean?
I bet you'll find out in Thor 5.
I bet you won't. 'Cause
I
it-
bet you'll find out.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
bet there'll be
I
some-
bet.
They're not
I bet.
done.
I
They're
bet
not
you
done.
find out when Thor dies and he goes to Valhalla.
I bet there'll be some
Don't
sort.
talk like
I
that.
think he'll get some sort of inscription or something of it. Because he also had like tattoos. He had a
Yeah,
Oh,
Loki
yeah,
tattoo.
the Loki
R.I.P.
tattoo, yeah.
Loki tattoo
Yeah.
and
What an
There's another one,
ass.
too.
he also had a list that was like all of his like family members and people
Yeah.
that have died.
All his friends. That
Yeah. Let's
yeah.
just
They-
let's take a
Korg
moment.
does mention
That
every
man-
person that has died.
That man is fucking huge.
He is superhuman.
like
man. He is
dis-
so big.
Oh, nuts.
Nice butt.
Great ass.
The butt on you.
That's Asgard's ass.
Absolutely.
Asgard.
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 I like
Man.
this how the movie opens too. Like after the cold open when Thor's just telling or Korg's telling the story.
Yeah.
And Tim
And it-
getting jacked.
No, it's yeah.
No.
He's telling. That's
For a
only
bit
like
of it.
that's a bit like maybe a minute.
Yeah, maybe like not even really. Like it's just
And he's
that
say- he's
scene
like-
and then it cuts.
He's like he lost his mom and his dad and that guy and
That
that
guy.
guy. I don't know who that guy is.
And that was Heimdall.
And his brother.
And his
brother again.
and
and
then his brother again.
and then he goes oh, and Heimdall.
He says his hammer too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost Storm. He lost Mjolnir.
Yeah.
My man's going through it.
And Melissa McCarthy showing off.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was-
she
that
shows
was
up as
funny.
hell. That
Yeah.
was
That
so
was funny.
funny.
So
They had
like
more
Matt,
screen time
Matt
than they
Damon,
thought they would.
Matt
Yeah,
Damon
big
does
time.
his whole like skit thing again.
They do the thing, yeah.
Yeah,
I knew
and
that
then-
for a
And
while.
Sam Neill too. Fucking
But you
crazy.
see Matt Damon without makeup on at one point
Yeah.
too, and it's just Matt Damon.
Uh huh.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Because it was right after like Gore's first big fight, and they're like, "Oh, can we start preparing this to do a skit?"
Yeah, can we do a play of like Gore stealing all the kids?
We love this.
And like
They ran away, and I think Matt Damon was like, "Well, we start off with a kid in bed, and it's dark." Like, fuck.
and
He
like
didn't say
Val,
no.
Val doesn't answer them. She just walks away from them, and he goes, "I didn't hear a no."
And he's like, "Well, me neither." And they kind of scurry off.
Yeah.
All right, end credit time.
Yeah. Well, we kind of talked about it a bit already.
Not really.
Thor 5. Do you think it happens?
It-
Absolutely.
It
Yeah,
says Thor
man,
will
he's-
return at the
he's
end
so
of the movie.
ready.
Oh, does it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah,
does.
we got
Does it
Thor.
say the mighty Thor will
No,
return?
No.
It
says
says Thor will return.
How
She's very
How
clearly dead.
bold.
how
She is
vague?
100%
Yeah, but she's in
dead.
Valhalla.
Yeah,
Don't get
but
me
there's-
started on
Heimdall's
that.
new
There's-
look is really good.
Yes, there you go.
I
He has a
like
new look.
Heimdall's
His
new look.
final look.
But
Yeah.
Heimdall's only there because we see so much of his son.
That's the only reason he came.
For
back.
sure.
And because
Yeah.
it's in Valhalla, which
Yeah.
means
Yeah,
You
he's
guys,
there.
You guys think that they're coming back?
I do
There's
not.
a way out of Valhalla.
There is. I mean, there and even
they can literally like
and even if there isn't a way out of Valhalla,
They
they
can
can,
just say it,
make
yeah.
a way out of
Yeah,
Valhalla.
exactly.
the thing with Valhalla and like the Marvel
lore.
world
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
They don't have to like be brought back really. They can
just like a-
it's a
it's like-
place.
yeah,
it's
it's
a
like a
literal
realm.
place, like
Yeah.
a location.
I don't want to see them come back.
Me
man.
neither.
No, I don't.
Picture the moment.
I would like to see Jane
Yeah.
come back. Thank you very much.
I hate.
wouldn't.
I
as
don't, man.
much
Jane's,
as I hate
Jane's
this,
story's done.
She got her
as
goodbye.
much as I hate what you're about to say, I agree with it because that'd be the perfect ending.
Picture the saddest moment ever. Chris Hemsworth dies. Thor dies.
no.
Like he's gonna die
I
eventually.
don't want it.
I don't
gotta
want it. Either.
die.
I don't want it.
He's gonna die, right?
He's
Eventually.
1,500 years old, bro. He doesn't have to die.
He's gonna die. Anyway.
He's only 38.
Anyway, let me finish.
Oh yeah.
He dies, and everyone's sad, and then it cuts to Valhalla, and Jane's there waiting for him.
And
Like,
Heimdall.
tell me that wouldn't be.
Yeah. I mean,
And
come
like
on.
That
Odin
is
and his
perfect
And
mom.
writing.
Odin and probably Loki by the time he dies.
Yeah.
Some
Stop.
version of Loki.
Now we're
Yeah.
getting too
I'm,
sad. Stop it.
And then he says, "Welcome home, brother."
Yeah.
I'm gonna be calling my therapist after this movie. After this episode.
Yeah,
too.
so I mean, like that.
That's what I
like,
want.
You can't. I'll be
can't-
so mad.
But my
Her
like
ending
why
was so good.
why
Bring
show
her
them?
back.
It was
What?
good.
Why show them
Because
if they weren't
just to
come
show
back,
that
Just
know,
to show
It's
that-
to
They
show that
they
she
made
It's
it
just
with a
to
good
show
spot.
that she made it.
It's
to
to show that
yeah.
she
She's
was
the-
considered a warrior
Yeah.
Did you
and made it
notice
to
too,
Valhalla.
like when she like died,
turned to
like
dust.
it was gold dust, like all
Yeah.
the other gods.
Yeah.
I thought
in the
that was
next
pretty
few
fucking
months
cool.
we are going to find out. I guarantee you that if they come back.
If they come back, I'm checking it.
And
out.
also,
so.
fucking Hercules is basically being set up as a
bad guy.
villain.
He is
Yeah.
a bad. He is a bad
See,
guy to start.
I
Yeah.
thought
Is it?
the
Yeah,
second
him and
he
Thor
start-
fight,
he
like-
starts as a
Yeah.
like a bad guy.
and then they become bros.
Yeah.
when I thought
Okay.
Zeus was actually dead, I thought the end credit was gonna be Hercules finding
Yeah.
Finding Zeus.
dead Zeus
Yep.
That
and
would've
going,
been
"Who
way
did
better."
But
this?
isn't
Thor?"
it Zeus
Yeah.
is just angry at Thor?
And he's just
He's
talking about
he's
it.
angry at.
He's like going on this big spiel about how people used to worship us. They used to ask for rain and food, but
And
now
we're just
they're just looking for
superheroes.
someone in a cape and
Superheroes.
Yeah.
looking for superheroes. And
Their
then
favorite
he's like,
superhero,
They will.
they'll learn. They'll know better when Thor Odinson falls from the sky. And he's like, "Are you hearing me?" And then it cuts over to Hercules.
He
looks
good.
fucking
Yeah.
good.
He looks
He looks
yoked.
really good.
He's
Yeah.
not a big dude
No,
either.
but he
No,
looks
looks
He's
yoked.
bigger than he was in Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
Like a
see, that's-
decent
And
chunk
he's got
bigger.
the fucking like the green like
Yeah,
comic
like
book
the
accurate.
whole accurate
And he
thing,
has
yeah.
the fucking whatchamacallit?
the
The
mace.
mace, like the big mace with the.
I would have
Oh,
liked.
does it?
I would have
Yeah.
liked
Like the big, like,
maybe
Billy
an
Bat kind of
extra
thing.
like second or two on him because it
Yeah.
was like it panned
very
and then
quick.
it was done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was very quick.
He gets like stands up and is like,
Yeah.
and that's it.
He said, doesn't he say something?
I think he's like, "Yeah, I hear you," or
Yes,
something.
yes,
like that.
father
I
or
got
something.
you. Yeah.
I'm Hercules.
I'm very excited to see him as Hercules. Honestly,
He looks good, man.
I
That's
think
like
he-
a pretty
I think he's gonna
fucking-
kill it.
like he was very good in Ted Lasso.
But he's not gonna come till Thor 5, obviously.
You know what's funny? The bartender in the like when Tom Hardy is doing
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
That guy's from Ted Lasso too.
He is.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The Ted
they're literally
Lasso
like
cinematic
they're
universe.
they're pulling characters from there to do shit.
Well, most of Ted Lasso's cast is all English, and Marvel's using a lot of British actors.
Fair.
Yeah,
well,
they
yeah,
are.
they're
Everyone's using a lot of
Yeah.
British actors.
Yeah.
British
'cause
actors
they're
are
all
the best.
Yeah.
So you actually want them to come back out of Valhalla?
No, I don't.
No, he
I
said
just
no.
don't want Thor to die. But if it's gonna happen, that would be the best way to do it. Like with them.
If they
waiting
come back,
there
I will be
and,
so
like,
mad.
Odin
I
there.
do just
Yeah.
because I'm saying that before seeing my back.
I
Thor's
think
dying
you
will
once
be
you
the
see it,
next-
you'll won't want. I mean, I want more obviously because she. Was
I
fucking
want to
sick,
see
but
Jane as Thor. I want a lot.
You get
Well,
you get
you're gonna
get
get
you
to.
get a
Yeah.
yeah.
She is. You do get a lot of Jane as
There-
as Mighty Thor.
two.
Yeah.
The end speech that Korg gives about Jane is awesome.
Did
Like
she get a funeral?
no, she gets
No.
a statue,
Yeah.
like a massive statue,
This
and
movie's gonna fucking break me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and this is why I
Who
think
is
it's
it?
fucking great.
Is it Valkyrie that's standing under it in the end of
I
it?
don't think anyone's standing under it.
It's
I
just
thought
It's
Or
in
it's
New
just-
Gaz.
it's in New
New
Asgard,
Asgard.
yeah.
Yeah.
It like overlooks the town too, like
Yeah.
Right on the water. Yeah. It's.
Hot.
Yeah. It's
Queen
really,
and
it's really
shit.
good.
Korg is having a kid.
Thor has a
Also,
baby.
With
Who?
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Rock.
Oh yeah.
He met a
Uh,
rock named
I
Dwayne.
said this when one of you said it at Boston Pizza the other night.
So guess his name.
Yeah, and I said Dwayne.
also
Yeah.
his whole species is dudes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
like-
pretty
They
much
make
set it up
babies
to be all
by
dudes.
holding hands under lava
For
and
1
after a month.
For 1 hour.
No,
For-
they,
oh,
said
a
they
month.
said a month.
I thought it was an
No,
hour.
it
and
was
then
a
a
month.
month. Yeah.
So.
And
Anyway,
then they let go of their hands and there's a baby boy there.
That's whatever.
I
guess.
think.
Oh,
I think
and
we
the
said
only
this
part of
in-
Cork's race that living is their face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their
Their mouth.
mouth. Their mouth. Yeah. I think I said this in, or we said it in previous episodes, but she blipped. I think because she said, "What's it been like 3-4 years?"
Yeah, but they never
and
do
then
get
he
into
said
it.
8 years.
Yeah.
I don't think they
however
have to
many.
get into it
No,
anymore.
I
It's just-
think.
Yeah, they can insinuate that she blipped, or even
Yeah.
she just. It could also just show that she didn't really care
Yeah,
as much
wasn't
as he
paying
did.
attention.
But yeah.
Final thoughts on it. An underrated scene, the whole montage, is when they're rollerblading and they're using Mjolnir to pull
That's
them
so
around.
Yeah, that is.
That is
really
such
good.
a good
That's
scene.
funny, yeah.
That's my one of my
Yeah.
favorite scenes.
That's probably like the
They
cutest
call
scene.
back to that scene later.
Yeah,
in the
they
movie.
And he
He's
gets
still-
the-
he's
and he
still
gets-
rollerblading?
and he gets
Yeah,
the
like every
phone call.
weekend,
From Nick.
From Nick Furry.
Nick
Furry.
in the phone.
Hey, sorry, I gotta take it.
Yeah.
Work.
It says Nick Furry.
Jeremy's be so mad he didn't see this movie on Thursday.
But yeah. I stand with my 7.1.
He,
Man.
said he had a lot of positive things to say.
I
for
had a lot of
7-1.
negative things to say too.
What's the most negative thing you had to say about
The
movie?
silliness of it.
Just
It's
the
it's a
goofiness,
goofy
yeah.
movie, and it
Okay.
it rarely gives you a point to kind of take in the seriousness.
Yeah.
Especially with the fact that they're dealing with a guy killing gods and his love interest dying of cancer, and
It was a very sad movie for all the comedy. in the
It was.
movie.
I mean, like I feel like when she's dying, I'm not. I didn't
not
feel
feeling it,
that sad about it.
No.
I am sad, but I didn't.
Not
didn't
like you.
feel
Not
it.
like you should have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like they could have had a
That's-
lot more emotional weight with it. And
I
they,
feel like
they didn't.
that's more of a knock on the first two Thors for not getting her
See,
over as much,
I-
in an arc.
I was
No, I don't.
I was more sad for Gore's daughter dying at the start of the movie.
Oh,
Like,
fuck
how well
off.
that
don't
got
like
to me
when
like the
kids die.
opening of that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
How
fuck.
sad Gore was, his daughter dying, his gods, like that really got me into Gore.
The saddest part I was the entire movie is when I thought
Korg.
Korg died.
Korg died.
Yeah.
I was it like
That
Because like
hurt.
the music
It,
was
like-
going and then
yeah.
it just stopped.
it like wrenched my heart when that
Yeah.
happened, and then they immediately faked it out, and
Yeah.
I was like,
I was pissed
I
about
have
that,
no, I didn't feel like there were stakes. It
Yeah,
didn't
that's
feel like
fair.
the movie had stakes because
Yeah.
we had 3 fake out deaths, and then also like Thor's just openly mocking Gore.
the whole time.
The
and
whole
the
time.
one real death came back to life.
Yeah, and he's not even
Yeah.
like really scared about the kids at any point. He doesn't seem like the only time he's ever like you feel a sense of urgency is when he's pleading to Zeus about it. But then even Zeus is like making a joke of it at the same time.
But that's Zeus's
Yeah.
personality.
I know, but that's
But
what I
he
mean. Is
also
like the
comes
whole
down-
movie, there was never like you didn't feel the urgency and you didn't feel the
But Zeus
like
also
that there
comes
were
down and says
stakes.
like you can't like make people nervous
yeah
because people will freak out.
Zeus
Yeah.
is using humor to hide how scared he is.
Yeah, 'cause he goes
does
down
say
and he
he's
talks.
scared,
Yeah.
but at the same time he's like, but deal with it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deal with
This
it.
is your problem.
And the
not
same
ours
thing
kinda
that
thing, yeah.
Thor is probably doing. He's using so much humor because he's
What
scared.
time are you
Yeah.
going to see it tomorrow?
Secret.
Oh,
Secret Wars.
but yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I think if it was less silly and they really let the emotional parts kind of breathe and land and stand on their own.
Also, shout out to Darcy for making a return
Darcy,
She
yeah,
did.
Queen
yeah.
Darcy.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Fuck.
back
Pra-
in the
praise be to
cinematic
Darcy.
universe,
Yeah.
not just TV anymore.
Good honor.
Yeah, that was good. Oh,
And
what's
fucking
his face?
Eric
The doctor.
Selvig. Eric Selvig comes back.
Yeah,
Doctor's
Lil
there, yeah.
Selvig,
Yeah.
which was good.
Really brought the whole Thor
Yeah,
cast.
they-
Yeah,
Well,
I
they
mean
brought
they were
it-
very brief, but they were.
It's like a cameo. He comes in and he's like, yeah,
Just
you,
checking
you
on her.
no,
She's
he's
trying
like,
to find a cure for cancer.
he's like the cancer's getting worse.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
good.
going
Yeah.
to live. Basically, is
like,
what he
give me a
tells.
call if you want to just chat, but like this is
This is
yeah,
this
it's-
is you get your affairs in order.
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
All right.
That's what I
so-
think.
All right, yeah.
It's my thoughts. It's our thoughts. Certified cold still though.
Yeah,
Certified Cult.
overall good movie.
Certified
We'll probably
Cult.
talk
Let
it.
us know where you think it ranks
Yeah,
in the
let's-
Phase 4 hierarchy.
We'll probably talk about it for a few minutes again next week.
Yeah,
after
we'll
Jeremy
get
sees it,
Yeah,
Jeremy's,
we'll get his review.
Jeremy's
and-
ranking.
Yeah.
My Thor minute.
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
Next week we also have the ending of Miss Marvel. Thank
That'll be
fuck.
quick and annoying.
Yeah, thank God. But yeah, we might do
Have
something new
Might
for
have a
you,
watch
yeah.
party.
We'll have some.
Yeah,
we'll
might
have
do
some,
something new.
We'll have some like fresh. We got to get some fresh stuff going after
Yeah.
Miss Marvel's done, and we're gonna be like,
I got the
We
wheels
got some
turning already.
ideas.
We got the
kind of be out
draft.
in the
Yeah.
bounds. Yeah, well,
A
that's
lot
some-
of
yeah,
a lot
just-
of people have been asking
For that
draft.
for that draft.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh, yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
people have
Yeah.
been saying,
We
"Are
haven't
you
got
guys
that.
ever going to do a draft on there?"
We'll get the draft.
Yeah, the
have-
draft
that'll
is
be-
coming.
that'll be
Yeah,
sick.
We
draft's
have a
coming.
superhero draft
It's
board
built.
already made, and we're
Yeah.
gonna do a draft
It's,
with that.
it's built.
Get
Yeah.
They're giving away too much.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty straightforward.
But yeah, so hey, be prepared for the future.
And
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in to
Yeah.
old Comics and Cold Ones. Like, subscribe,
Demolish that
subscribe.
bell.
Yeah.
demolish bells.
Like we said, there's a lot of new shit coming.
Yeah,
So
follow us
TikTok,
on
TikTok, Instagram,
all that
YouTube, Spotify,
stuff.
MySpace.
MySpace, Facebook.
MySpace.
Those aren't. We don't have those.
or on
No, we don't.
Amazon Music. Most places you can find podcasts. We're there.
Yeah, we're there. Thanks very much, guys.
All right.
See you in the
Bye.
comments.
See you guys.
Take care.
Oh, smash that fucking bell.